Tiger Nation, D.I. Love family, Guard the Yard crew. Listen, this is Coach O, your assistant head coach of JSU football. I had to bring in a special guest today to help me relay this message to you. We are less than how many days, though?
90.
90 days. We're less than 90 days away from kickoff in Atlanta, Georgia. ABC, your Tigers gonna be live. But guess what? Before we get to that point, we gotta take care of the vet first. We're gonna fill up our stadium before we fill up somebody else's, right? So this is what I need from you. I need you to go do what, Zoe?
Get your damn tickets.
Listen, we sold over 6,000 season tickets last year, but this is your homeboys now. I'm from Jackson, Mississippi. The head coach is from Macomb, Mississippi. These your people. And we are in the building ready to rock and roll. So Zoe, what do we need them to do?
Get your damn tickets.
Today, tomorrow, money order, check, cash, it don't matter. Just go to the vet and purchase
your mother tickets.
Guard the Yard. Can't wait to see you this fall. We got 4 homecomings. 4 homecomings, not just one. Beat up for all of them. Let's go.
What's good? What's good? What's up, everybody? Nook,
what's
what
good,
up?
family? What's good?
Zo, what up, Del? What happening?
What up? What up, man? What up, Nook? What up, D.I. Love family?
What's going on? What's going on? Y'all go ahead and make sure y'all hit that like button, hit the share button, hit the subscribe button. It is Wednesday, hump day. Hump day, hump day, hump diggity day.
Hope everybody got over it.
Yeah, hopefully everybody got over the hump, man. We are it's on and popping, man. We are officially less than 60 days away from going to Atlanta, Georgia, man.
High Atlanta.
ATL, man.
Ain't no play like it.
Yes, indeed, man. So hopefully everybody getting amped up, getting ready. The coaches was over at the in Mobile today. Gulf Coast Challenge press conference today, man. And shout out to them. Shout out to Coach O, Coach TC, Coach, everybody, man. Shout out to Dwayne. The whole squad was over there, man. With Connell Maynard and staff, Alabama A&M. Speaking of Alabama A&M, they're doing some pretty good things over on the hill. Shout out to them. Can't wait to get to Mobile and get that game over with, so we ain't got to go back nowhere. You know, with all due respect to the Mobilians or however they call it, whatever they call themselves, the Mobile Knights or the Mobile natives, but. Nevertheless, man, it's Wednesday. Got a lot to cover, man. We got a lot to cover. Go ahead and throw that up there since we were talking about it, man. Good dope photo, man. Shout out to Coach TC. Shout out to Coach Connell Maynard. Like I said, Jack State versus Alabama A&M. This be in October. Actually, be the first. I think it's the first game in October. I don't have the schedule pulled up just at the moment. Let me see if I can't get the date. Somebody got the date. Go ahead and block that out for me, man. I want to say it's October 1st.
Let's see. Somebody gonna put it in there.
What's the date? I got it. About the time they get to it, I'm gonna have it.
Blue, I gotta tell you, I actually like Mobile, Blue.
Hey, listen. I ain't.
That is.
It is
October 7th. Yep, October 7th.
Man, there it is, right there. Staring me right in my face. So after the Bethune-Cookman game, I ain't got no problem with Mobile. Mobile was actually cool. We had a great time at the Senior Bowl, man. I'm talking about this game. Lad people. Yeah, Blue know what I'm talking about. It ain't the city. It's not the city. And the city cool. I'm good with Mobile, but
I don't like that stadium.
I'm talking about this, that. But yeah, it'll be after the bye week. So September the 30th, man, we'll be off that week, taking us a break. Oh, I don't know. We may slide over to the East Coast, man, and holler at that Campbell. No, depends on how I'm feeling, man. We supposed to go. I ain't feeling the HBCU love like that. Got love for you. I don't know if I'm gonna spend no money, man. Go and mess with nobody. Folk energy a little weird for me right now. So I got to mull over that a little bit longer, man. And then we'll see. Because I'm gonna need a break that week. We're gonna be 5 weeks strong, all travel. That's gonna be a sit-down week for me. So I have to make sure that He said, "What kind of mascot is that?" That's actually
Mardi Gras.
Mardi Gras mascot. For folks that don't know, Mobile is the origin, or should I say, the birthplace of the
The
Mardi Gras.
birthplace.
Actually, used to be wasn't it the capital at one point in time?
Yep.
Yeah, it's the birthplace of Mardi Gras. A lot of people associate Mardi Gras. This is why when we did that Albie Miller interview, you heard all that dadgum racket in the background. It was a full-fledged, I would say concert, full-fledged
Second line.
birthplace of Mardi Gras. There you go. Carr's a Mobile native. I'm not, and like I said, no disrespect to Mobile. I was talking about the stadium. Yeah. They are French. New Orleans straight stole Mardi Gras. There you go. That'll be an argument with anyone. Now I'm telling you, Mobile wear this. They wear it with. This is like. I'm gonna tell you what it is. For those, I'm gonna give you a Jackson comparison. Mobile with Mardi Gras is Reese and Bigelow with I Ain't Never Scared.
Ooh, boy, they
I
had
knew you about to say that.
You know what I'm going, didn't
They had us hot, boy.
and New Orleans with Mardi Gras is Bone Crusher and Never Scared. You get what I'm talking about? Same song.
Stole it.
Yeah. That's what I'm just saying. So yeah, I think y'all get it when I put it that way. But nevertheless, man, oh yeah, might as well keep rolling, man. Sorry about that. Let's see what else we got going on, man. Let's go and get these preliminaries out the way, and then we'll get it rolling. Shout out to Jason Brown.
Oh yeah.
I wanted to start out with this one, man. Hey, huge clap for Jason Brown, man. Jason Brown, he did his thing. Loving the community efforts, man. Hey, listen, it's contagious around this thing. You know what I'm saying? Jason raised, matter of fact, let me get the exact dollar amount. I had everything in front of me, but I just wanted to make sure he actually is up here. Y'all remember when he had the food drive? We was pushing that not too long ago. He had the food drive and the actual canned good. He raised a total of $3,112.72.
Wow.
So I just want to say, man, huge shout out, man, to Jason Brown and his efforts. Just got to Jackson and already making a unbelievable impact on the community. Speaks to his character, his leadership, and just type of man, young man that he is, man. So this is a snapshot of him in the community. He held a food drive for the city of Jackson back in March. Had a link online for donations for people that couldn't physically donate canned goods. Remember, we was putting that up there. They raised over $3,100 on top of tons of canned foods for the We Will Go Ministries. And you just want to say thank you so much to everyone, man, everyone that supported. But again, like I said, this is the awesome group who and trust me, man, that 3,100. So for those who, hey Jason, you know what, bro? I knew you was gonna be on here, man. Do me a favor, bro. I want you to come up, man. Talk to the people for a second. I don't know if you want to be on camera, not be on camera. I don't know if you can right now, but I'm gonna drop that link for you, bro. I just think what you're doing is amazing, and it's right in line with what we represent on this platform, KC 1400 Media and Friends, and the whole family. Zoe and I and Toronte went into the fundraiser on behalf of the whole family, and I don't mind saying Zoe and I didn't go in there and drop a big old check and outshine anybody. I don't mind saying that because I know that when we walked in there, we were walking in as 2 to 3 faces of 5,000. You know what I mean? Or however many that donated. So again, we don't do clout missions. We just do the work, man. Let the work speak for itself. So I love that, man. That jumped out at me. I had to go ahead and get that out in front of everybody early, man. Quick, fast, in a hurry. But I don't know if you can come up, but I'd love for you to come on for a quick sec and talk about it. Trent, congratulations, brother. We're going to definitely have Trent. I got to have you come up today, man. Hey, CNN, you made CNN. You made CNN. You know what I'm saying? And he made CNN because breakthrough in the case. Y'all know he talked about the case today. And we're gonna touch on that. C. Lee, Hey, thank you for the phone call. I was unbelievably busy today with work, and I could not take the call. We had an open house at work, so I was super duper tied up. But I did get your voicemail, and since you don't text, I don't text you back, bro. So I just you know what I mean. But Zoe and I was just talking about this, but I just want to I'm gonna read this while we wait on Jason to come up. But it hit CNN today, man. So shout out to Trent Walker. And you know, a valiant supporter of this channel, come up on the streams quite a bit. He and his team of lawyers. This is what broke on CNN today. Multiple deputies fired after 2 black men filed a lawsuit alleging torture and attempted sexual assault in Mississippi. The Rankin County Sheriff's Office, Mississippi, has fired multiple deputies after 2 black men filed a federal civil rights lawsuit alleging 6 white deputies entered their private residence illegally and tortured them for nearly 2 hours. And I know Brother Trent has been hey Jason, take your time, bro. We gonna be right here on you. And Trent, we're gonna give you an appreciable amount of the show. I want Brother CD to come up as well. We're gonna have some fun with it tonight, man. So that's what we're doing. Like I said, this is sports chat, but one thing about it though, this is in the community of Jackson State. Anything that's relevant, we definitely want to make sure we're there. TD, there he is. What's happening, man?
What up, man?
What up, baby?
It's good, dog.
Man. Hey, I got the
What up,
disc.
Mark?
What's good, bro?
Got the disc, man. We'll upload. I'll work on some content. we got a lot of content from the fundraiser, and we'll definitely be doing that. What's up, Coach? How you doing? So yeah, man, great job, man. Just outstanding work, man. And what we want to try to continue to do is to just continue to try to highlight those that are doing an outstanding job in the community. And we'll leave it right there. I'm gonna remove this for a time being, and we'll wait on Jason to come up, and then we'll proceed with the preliminaries in the order in which it goes, man. So I'm gonna shut up for a minute. Zoe, you got anything you want to touch on, bro? And then we'll go from there. Zoe on mute. TD, what's on your mind, baby? How you doing, man?
What's up, fellas? I mean, I'm doing good, man. Doing good.
There he is.
Yo, what's happening?
What's up, baby?
Y'all good?
What up, Jason?
Not a thing,
man. Hey, good to see you, brother. I told you today, I'm unbelievably proud of you, man. And but I don't like to speak for everyone. Come on, check my. I got something in my nose.
Talking about, man.
Man, I check my nose. There you go.
You got something up here, man.
Anyway, man, let me get out of this phone, man. I got distracted then. I'm like, anywho, it might be your screen. Well, I got on my nose. All right. Anyway, Jason, how you doing, man?
I'm good. How you doing?
Doing good, man. Appreciate you for coming up. Like I said, doing an outstanding job, man. Talk to us a little bit about this initiative, man. We pushed it when we saw it, and but I want to get your perspective on it. What moved you to want to get active with that, man? And we'll go from there.
Just giving back something that I've always wanted to do. When I was at Tech as well, I also did something with jersey sales where I donated it to Childhood Cancer Foundation. So, it's something that I've always wanted to do. And, I was just driving around the community one day and I was like, damn, like these people could use some help here and there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Me and my girlfriend actually came up with the idea. She helped me come up with the idea, and, we kind of just went from there. And that kind of one thing built to another. And then I got in touch with Pastor Barry and Word of Life. And then the whole thing kind of just happened.
So talk to us. Can you identify who's on this photo right here? You posted this one today. I know that's you in the middle with the check, 3112 and some change. Great total for those that, and hopefully we did a somewhat of a decent part for you, trying to push it and providing the link, and you guys did a great job. But who are we looking at on this photo?
So I actually only know the one, and he's all the way to the left. That's Pastor Barry. And
Pastor Barry. Okay, good deal. Good deal.
The other three I just met today. I couldn't tell you the names.
No, it's cool. No.
They work at We Will Go. I met them today.
Absolutely, man. And looks like, man, they had a really good turnout of from the food drive standpoint, man. So
yeah, that was back in March.
Absolutely, man. So just now getting a chance to So you just presented the check today or
Yeah.
just okay?
I presented the check and then I brought the canned goods over to We Will Go today as well.
Man, that's what's up. That's what's up. How was it? What was their reaction to it, man? How did they take in the generosity and the efforts that you and your girlfriend and everyone who was a part of this? How did they take that in?
They were excited. You know, I mean, that's a pretty big donation. Honestly, it was a lot more than I thought. I was thinking maybe like $500, $1,000 would be donated. He told me, I was like, "You sure that's the right number?" He's like, yeah, it's 3,100, whatever it was. And, you know, it was just crazy. You know, they were thankful for it. You know, they told me I can come back and help out whenever I want to there and bring whoever I want to. So, you know, they were very thankful for it.
That's awesome, man. Any teammates? How did your teammates perceive of it, man? How did they take that in? Have you had any conversation with any of your teammates? Or I know Philip is working on a camp coming up. We're gonna put that flyer up, and we try to grab anything we see. And then I have another question for you following that one. But any conversations with the coaches or your teammates about what you were doing?
You know, I just talked to them previously before, way back in March when I initially thought of the idea, but you know, I haven't really talked to them since I posted anything today. I'm sure they'll say something to me tomorrow when we're in the building working out, but I haven't talked to them I haven't talked to them yet this evening.
Good deal. Marcus, Toronto, you got anything? I'll pause and let y'all.
Just want to say, man, good job, man. Keep doing what you're doing, brother. And that's what it's all about, giving back to the community. And you really encouraged me to get out there and, you know, start doing a little bit something for the community, man. And especially when you do it out of the heart and you don't look for nothing back. That's what it's all about, man. And you'll get your blessing back some kind of way. Just keep doing what you're doing, brother. And we thank you for being in Jackson, Mississippi and doing what you're doing.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it.
Hey, well, what I want to say, man, on that drive in March, I actually I was getting ready to head to Mississippi Valley to the basketball game, and I was gonna come by and drop off some canned goods. I went to the wrong church, man. So I was like,
"Hey, now you could have dropped them off at all of them. It was cool."
I was like, "My bad."
They all went to the same place.
But what you doing kind of segue into what we talked about tonight in Bible study. You know, dealing with Job and everything. Every gift, every dime, every dollar every blessing isn't just for you. It's for you to bless other people as well.
Right.
So just because you receive a big check don't mean that just for you to go and blow. It's for you, you know, especially if the opportunity present. So what you're doing is magnificent, and it shows where your heart is, man. So we hope that you keep doing it. Hope we can partner with you at some point and provide services as well. So thank you for what you're doing in the community. Thank you for being here at Jackson State. We look forward to seeing everything play out in the fall.
Yes, sir. Appreciate
Zoe made it back on, man. He had fell
What's up, nephew? Look, man, I just want to tell you, man, congratulations for doing the thing and being a leader on and off the field. You know what I'm saying? Not just talking the talk, but walking the walk. And for the moment that you actually set foot in Jackson, you know what I'm saying? You've been letting your actions speak for you. And this is to be commended, man. Maybe a lot of other guys can see what you're doing and, you know, take the mantle, you know, and follow your lead and continue and doing things in their own way, in their own right as well. Because not everybody has it in them to even do this. So kudos to you for doing it and having the wherewithal to get it done.
Yes, sir.
No doubt, man. I got any football questions before we let him get out of here. Get away without no football questions, man.
I figured it was coming.
How's everything? How you feeling, man? I saw a brace on your leg. I said, "Whoa, what you done did, man?"
Nah, we're good. It's just something precautionary that I got.
Okay.
Nah, yeah.
Nah, we're good. It's something that happened years ago, but they just want me to wear it just so I don't get hurt.
Nah, you good. Good. Y'all got anything else for him? I just wanted to shout you out, man. I knew you'd be on. How you feel about your dad being in the chat, man? He be cutting.
I don't even pay attention to what he's doing. He called me today talking about some show was talking shit. Like, dude, I don't care. Like,
you know what your dad is now? Your dad is a Jacktown Jew.
No, man, he won in real life.
I know.
I can't wait to meet him, man. That's gonna be
I know.
Hey, yeah, man, we got to talk about that Child Barkley comparison too, man.
The what?
The Charles Barkley. He said I had that Charles Barkley.
Oh, you know what? He actually, yeah. So when Toronto played golf, he got that right.
Oh yeah.
Pause.
He got the hitch.
Hey, I tried to get Jason to hit for me, man. He wouldn't do it.
No, it's all good, man. So, man, hopefully everything's going well, man, in the in summer workouts, man, and he's staying hydrated, man. It's hot out there, bro.
Yes, indeed.
I don't like it.
Woo, man. I'm happy.
The deep side.
I was looking forward to coming back to the West Coast because it was cool. I was like, my gosh, it's hot out here, man.
Hey, you still ain't seen nothing yet. Summer just got started.
It was so humid the other day when we were running, man.
It's disrespectful.
I was dying.
Hey, so make sure, man, hydrate every day. Hydrate.
You got it right there.
Absolutely, man. Well, look, man, we ain't gonna keep you much longer, man. We always appreciate you for tapping in with us and supporting the channel. And like I said, keep up the good work. Keep doing what you're doing, man. If you need anything, if you got anything else that you're looking to do, any of your teammates, y'all know that this platform is definitely a highway vehicle, man. That we'll try to push it if you need us to push on. Oh, this is what I want to tell you, man. I like the merch, by the way, man. How's everything going with that? Y'all make sure y'all do me a favor while you're on. Since you're on, when you get off, drop the link in the chat, baby. And we're gonna put that link. Make sure y'all go shop and buy that JB4 merch.
You like that logo, man? Came up with
that logo.
Hey, you created that?
Came up with it, yeah.
Oh, I was like, okay. I was about to ask you, did somebody do that for you? I'm like, that's creative, man.
That was me.
Look, next time I see you, I got a real good impression coming your way when I see you.
Man, oh yeah, okay.
It ain't gonna be like
that video, man.
Y'all already saw my impression of the water boy. I see you seen it on Twitter. Yeah.
That was a good one, man.
Yeah.
Like Kevin, that's true though. Games are won in the summer. And shout out to Coach Beef, man. He's doing a phenomenal job, man, with the strictly conditioning of the team and all the sports that he works with, him and his staff, Coach Stone, Coach Kendrick. And nevertheless, man, like I said, won't keep you long, man. I appreciate you for coming up and keep doing what you're doing, brother. We're here for you if you need anything.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All the best, brother.
All right, bro.
Thanks, Jason.
Yep.
Moving right along, man. As we stated, you got to believe football camp coming up July 6th through 7th. Shout out to Philip Short doing his thing, second years at the Y.
I go get them Brooks, man.
The YGB coach. First 200 high school campers get a free pair of Brooks shoes. That's huge. You register online at ygbfootball.org. So y'all make sure y'all go. If you got anybody, any high schoolers that want to get some Brooks and go work out with Philip Short, definitely go sign up and get that knocked out for us. See what else we got going on. Baseball camp, man, coming up July 1st, coming up this weekend. Elite Showcase, high school, freshman, JUCO, and then they're gonna take about a week and a half off. Come back July 10th through the 12th for parent-son camp, and then they're gonna come back the first week of August for another Elite Showcase. So sign up for that. Go JSU Tigers /baseball. And check that out. Get signed up if you want to. Hey, all those high schoolers that are local in the city, make sure they're at the camps. If you got a high school, Jeremiah, Greg, G. Price, brother G. Price. Hey, everybody that's got high schoolers that are looking to come in. I know y'all want some merch. Drop that link, baby. Make sure y'all get them signed up for these camps, man. Make sure y'all get them signed up. Speaking of baseball, by the way, I didn't do this, but we definitely want to welcome Joseph Eichelberger. Joseph Eichelberger committed to Jackson State University. Come play baseball for Coach Omar Johnson and those JSU Tigers. One of the fire's uniforms. Shout out to Coach. Shout out to Coach Reed. Shout out to Thad Reed. 1400 Club Reed Enterprises, man. We were at the fundraiser, man. That uniform that jersey that he did, the white on white with the man. That uniform is fire, man.
You know the interlocking jersey.
Ooh, that's uniform, bro.
This kid here got if he pans out, he got an NIL waiting at stamps for him.
Eichelberger, you hear what I'm saying? Let me get that Eichelberger, man.
Let me get that Eichelberger.
I hope I ain't messing his name up, but I'm enunciating it the way I see it. Ike, like Eisen, L is L, Eichelberger. You get it. I think that's how you say it. nevertheless, man, we excited to have a camp. Terrence, I only if it comes up, I'll share it with you and let us know. We can inquire about it. I'm not sure, but check this out. Huge signing. The kid had 17 home runs last year. Big bat. On both his photos, he got a bat in his hand. I'm telling you, we need some sluggers though, man. We need that. And you know, Coach Omar ain't gonna stay down too long, man. We fell a little short.
I need Jeremiah to come on because I told you I got a good arm. It's in the family. I'm working on it.
Yes, indeed, man. So
welcome. He's throwing 91 right now.
Dang. Welcome to the 1400 J.R. Lynch, Joseph. Looking forward to seeing you get out there on that diamond, man, and do your thing. Next up, tomorrow, Madison Raising Canes, 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Stop by, mention the fundraiser at the register, and Canes will donate 15% of sales. Man, y'all, hey, listen, don't even cook tomorrow. Everybody go eat Raising Canes tomorrow. Say, look, I'm showing up. I'm getting that box combo, that 3-finger combo.
Let me tell you something. I'm going. Let me tell you something.
Salt, bread, all that, lemonade.
It's a win-win for me. It's Canes. It's in Madison. I'm gonna be there. Y'all don't beat me there. Meet me there. I'm gonna be there for some hours too. I'm gonna be there from 4 to 8.
Canes, Madison.
Hey,
jump out, man.
Man, look, I'm gonna eat at 4 o'clock. I'm gonna burn it off, and I'm gonna be eating again at 5:30.
Oh, we saw it. Don't worry. We saw that, Mo. No, yeah, we did. I retweeted it. I said that's the tweet. Yeah, we saw that thing. As a matter of fact, Zoe and I actually talked to him and Coach.
I was about to say I ain't got to see it. I talked to him.
We talked to him in depth, and as well as Coach Mo, man, on Thursday before the fundraiser, at the fundraiser. And man, listen, it says Madison. It says Ridgeland, Mississippi. It says Raising Canes, Madison. It's 830 East County Line Road, the one right next to the T-Mobile.
No. It's in Madison. They got the wrong address. They got County Line that's in Ridgeland, but it's in Madison.
Ridgeland, Mississippi.
It's in Madison, though.
This is about as confusing as it comes. Then.
Yeah, I'm looking like that two addresses.
And it got them. Okay, all right. Y'all just go to both of them and figure out both of them.
For that 15%.
Hey, listen. Hey, absolutely. We don't expect nothing different. If Deshaun Ruffin ain't snapping at practice, I'm gonna be concerned. I expect Deshaun Ruffin to be the swag player of the year next year.
Yeah,
and that's not. I'm just telling you, that's just what we expect. That kid is a superstar, man. Do you hear me? Yes, sir. He coming. Hey, look. Hey, move right along. Hey, becoming that is, man.
I'm sorry.
Become a. I thought a chair was loose or something. Become a champion Ember. A champion Ember is highly involved in student life and attuned to the culture on campus. And Ember's role is to provide trend insights and provide feedback to the champion team so we can develop a product line that appeals to the target demographic. This paid position will document real-time trends, apparel trends, graphic trends, etc., that we can in turn utilize to create product and localized graphics for your school. Man, this is small. I'm sorry I did that to myself. I'm struggling over here to even see it. Anyway, Ember requirements. You have to be an active Jackson State student. Be an active student at Jackson State University. So Champion, y'all know Champion, the apparel company, is providing an Ember internship type opportunity for another student. Highly engaged in campus life, from athletic events to school happenings. And then last but not least, they have to live on campus or in close proximity of the university. So if you know of anyone, it's on Ridgeland side. County line is I'm gonna let y'all figure that one out. So if y'all know any students that might be there, say I might be tripping. Definitely a Jackson handle. I don't know if y'all can click that link or not. Make sure you put HTTP :/ in your whenever you drop the link. That way it'll highlight, and then I will pin the link to the chat. So when I see it, I'll pin it. Okay. But if you know of anyone if you have any sons or daughters that fit this criteria, they're an active student at Jack State University. They highly engaged in campus life, from athletic events to social happenings. And they live on campus or close proximity. Hey, this is a phenomenal opportunity. It's a paid internship with Champion. Let's move right along to the next slide. Hey, man, I want to send a shout out to Matthew Vitale. Matthew was on the on the team last year. He was obviously behind Shador. Any quarterback on the team didn't really get no burn behind two. But he's playing in the European League, man. And yesterday he had I think it was day before yesterday, he had a heck of a game, man. He's 18 for 21, 283 yards, 6 touchdowns, man, with 158.3 passer rating. He had basically a perfect passer rating.
Wow.
And it just show you the level of talent that, and this is professional football now. He did his thing at Temple whenever he played, you know. And what is it? So you in that cup is so Matthew Vitale. Shout out to Matt, man. I think he was out of eligibility, man, or either I think he had another year. He didn't have another year? Okay. I thought he had a COVID year that he could have used. I think he just chose not to use it though. But nevertheless, man, he's in Europe in the European League, you know, just like Cray Lyles, man, over there playing for the same team that Terrio played for, right? The New Yorkers.
Mm-hmm.
He's over in Germany though, but it's all Europe. But doing his thing, man. So shout out to those former JSU Tiger football players, man, especially those quarterbacks that played behind Shador. So we had some decent talent at quarterback, man. We just didn't get a chance to
see it.
Right? Man, you all right, bro?
You know, icy or something?
Yeah, like you got brain freeze or heartburn or something.
Heartburn, what?
They just let us know you all right, man. They ain't look too good.
Just come back on to blink once for yes and twice for no. Okay. All right,
Joe got indigestion. Oh, they eating fast and stuff, man. Hey, man, hold on. I'll come back to this, Zoe. Zoe, you got to be on for this one. I picked that one up. But anyway, of course, same link. Get your tailgate tickets for the Atlanta game. So check this out, you guys. We talk about this every stream, and then we'll be done with these preliminaries in just a second. The charter flight. Both of you guys are on that charter flight, right?
I am.
You're born to manifest, baby.
Oh, you on that thing now. All right, that's what I'm talking about, man. So we're going to have some KC 1400 media representatives on that thing, man. TD coming with the cameras, going to have all the content.
We're going to have big fun.
That thing TD going to have like 7 hours of content. Be like, here you go, Ken.
Yeah,
so he go just sit through all this. I'm like, bro, you need to chop it up, man. I ain't got a whole day to be editing, bro. Now I'm messing with you, though. But listen, about this flight. Tomorrow. Listen, it said, join us this week for a special Tiger Ticket Elite Thursday. JSU Athletics has partnered with the Blue Bengals Athletic Association. Shout out to the Blue Bengal Tiger Fund to offer Go JSU Tiger football season ticket individuals, Orange Blossom tickets, and the BBAA charter flight to Miami for the OBC. With the purchase of any 3 of these items, you get a free lunch on them at the AAC from 11 to 2. So the offer is only for this Thursday. So look, if you're looking to try to book this flight, I'm going to go back to the flight. This charter flight, all Jacksonians going straight from Jackson to Miami. Tomorrow, you can stop by the AAC. You can get your season tickets. You can buy your OBC tickets. And guess what? You can go ahead and pay for your flight to Miami, and you can get free lunch on the house, man. So, Rochelle, how you doing, sis? I did not send that link. I apologize. Come on up. Love to have you on up. The link for you, Rochelle. And then we'll go from there. What you had, brain freeze, bro?
Yeah, buddy.
That's what I thought. And I said, boy, you
all up in here.
It looks like you got attacked over there, dog.
Yeah. All right there.
Hey, but listen, I touched on the flight. This is tomorrow. Zoe will be over there somewhere.
Yeah, man.
Zoe will be over there at 11 for lunch, and then he'll meet y'all at 4 at Raising Cane. He'll be eating all day.
Base, facts.
But look, real quick, I'm gonna go back since you had brain freeze attack. Hey, I saw this today, man. This is the breakdown of the 28 game win streak, Jackson State, man. Back under Coach WC. It gives you the year 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. And we're talking about the scores for every team that we beat over this is a 5-year span. That's pretty awesome, by the way.
And then what's crazy was, had we not lost to Southern in 89, we actually pushed that thing to about 34 games.
Yeah, we would have. Absolutely. We'll come back to it. I think that was it on that one. But, yeah, we'll come back to that. There we go. So we're done with the preliminaries on that. And, yeah, go ahead, Michelle.
Just look at the scores in 89, man. Just look at it.
So let's break this down real quick, man. So it started with Southern. So apparently we lost in 85 before the Southern game. Then we beat Grambling in Texas Southern and Alcorn. And we come back Alabama State, Prairie View, Mississippi Valley, Southern again, Grambling again, Texas Southern again, Alcorn again. We played in the same order, too. Then we go to Prairie View, Mississippi Valley, Alabama State, Southern, and Grambling, and Texas Southern, and Alcorn. We played the same. We always played the same 4 games in the same order every year, huh? 88, Prairie View, Mississippi Valley, Alabama State, Southern, Grambling, Texas Southern, Alcorn. And then we monkey stumped Prairie View, monkey stumped Mississippi Valley, whooped up on Alabama State, and we failed to Southern. Southern must have been solid in 89.
Hold on, I want to show you something. Yeah, so in 89, we lost to Southern, and then we lost to Grambling the following week. And then we went on to win 3 straight. And then we went undefeated the following season. That's why I play in 1990. No, I'm sorry. We lost to Alabama State. I'm sorry, I'm wrong. Wrote the wrong year.
So Rochelle said she was at 80. I see why. Hell, Rochelle, you ain't seen a damn loss. Well, 85, maybe. Well, that's when the streak started.
Yeah, it started in 85.
Started in 85. And right now we're at 20 games right now. Jack State's at 20 games. So if we sweep the SWAC this year, we will definitely
tie it.
We'll break the record because we'll have we actually would, if we sweep the SWAC and beat Southern, we're actually going to break the record. So we got 9 SWAC games, and then we play in the SWAC championship. That would absolutely be amazing. But that's awesome. That's awesome. Good deal, man. So, hey, Brother Trent, come on up, man. We'll bring you on up, man. Let's talk about it. Brother CD, if you're out there, come on up. We'll start here, man. It's a big day. I want you to talk to the people about what happened, man, and we'd love to get into that discussion, and then we'll go from there.
Hey Zoe, while Brother Trent coming up, man, my church member sent you something else, man. got another one, man. So shout out to Kalangino Cousins, man. He
appreciate you. And you know what? You sit there and told me Monday. Don't forget that.
Yep, he gave me something the other night. So now I got 2.
Oh my God, are you serious?
Yeah, man. When you send out that back signal, man, he answers.
What's going on, Brother Trent?
My man Trent.
How we doing tonight?
Man, doing good, Trent. How you doing, man? Congratulations on the.
Congratulations to you, Trent, man. Put in the work, man.
Thank y'all. Hold on just a second.
Congratulations.
So, couple of things. Got a lot of background noise because I'm having work done in my house. And as you can tell, my voice is not what it usually is. So,
what you been? You've been celebrating and cheering.
That's a man with a winning voice.
Yelling.
No, really more sinus infection than anything else. But having said that, we're out here. We're trying to get the case the necessary publicity because I truly believe this is one of the worst cases of police brutality that we've seen in Mississippi history, possibly United States history, when you look at the totality of what they did to these two young men. When you look at it, it is one of the worst cases that we've ever seen. I also want to point out that I also happen to represent a lady by the name of Monica Lee, who is also from Braxton, Mississippi, lives about 7 or 8 minutes from the Jenkins family. Her son was beaten to death by the exact same officer that stuck his gun in Michael Jenkins' mouth. Her son was beaten to death by the same officer at her parents' house in July 2021. And so we represent her also. And we're trying to get justice for her and her family, for her son, who was had diagnosed mental illness. Officers encountered him and immediately started tasing, beating him. The officer admitted to punching him about the face, and he died. He was unresponsive when they left the house and was pronounced dead at University Medical Center by the time they got him there. So, again, forgive my voice, but we are really trying to bring change to Rankin County. And I'm from Rankin County.
Right.
I graduated from Pearl High School in 1986. So I am very familiar with the long history of the way that policing has traditionally been done in Rankin County. And so I appreciate the support that you all are giving. Did not intend to come on and change the tenor of this program.
Oh man, we want you up though.
This is a sports program, but I appreciate the opportunity to come on.
Hey, we got say this in relation to that. We recruiting that Rankin County area pretty heavily.
Absolutely.
So we got student athletes that are coming from that area, and at any given moment it can be athletes. So it's always good to have we talk sports, but you also want to know what's going on. And anytime that something goes down in the community, people are quick to show forth it could be down the street, but they'll attach our university and be like, hey man, this happened down the street from Jackson State. And
that's absolutely right.
Negative light, but adversity can touch anybody. Nobody's immune to it. So it's all about awareness, and we want to celebrate the small victories, man. You know what I mean? So, and this is not small. We're just talking about, we say small figuratively, but this is actually much. You guys did great work. And I was working today. I saw it pop up on my from my CNN app, and I'm working, and I'm working with a member, and then C. Lee calls me, and I had to immediately ignore it because I'm in the middle with a customer, and then I'm heading home, and I'm like, I call, and he's telling me, and I'm like, wait a minute, I saw something like that. You know what I mean? So I'm talking to Zoe for a second, and I said, bro, we get to talking about it. And I said, wait a minute, man, let me go back to, I said, it was CNN I saw this on. I said, man, oh, whoa. Then the light bulb went off. And so, Brother C. Lee mentioned it to us, and we appreciate that. And like I said, bro, if you out there, you're more than welcome. Come on up as well. He sent an email to me, and he got some really good stuff in his email. I just didn't want to read through all of it, but I'll pause there and let you proceed.
Oh, well, it's fine. The other thing that, we did a national Zoom call for whatever press wanted to be present today. And among those who were present was New York Times, USA Today, ABC News. Of course, I cannot forget our local channels, WLBT, WJTV, WAPT, were present along with Mississippi Press and some others. But having said that, I'm happy that these officers have been relieved of their duties. My question is, why does the sheriff and the sheriff's department continue to cover for them? Because other than the officers that we name, that we've been able to identify, they fired these people, come on, do a press conference and don't give out any additional names of the officers that they fired. Second thing, they fired 5 people, and our clients are definitive and absolute that they were attacked by 6 officers. So we are investigating that. We have some theories that I don't want to get into right now.
Right. Yeah, no, you don't want to
But
put too much out there, but
what I will say, when Tyree Nichols was beaten and murdered in Memphis, it took them 11 days to release the video, arrest the officers, and within about another 2-3 weeks, chief of police had resigned. You cannot oversee this sort of travesty. Come out and say, well, we fired him, so it's all well and good. I get to keep my job. Brian Bailey is the sheriff. Happened on his watch, his responsibility, and based on my knowledge as a practitioner of law, a native of Rankin County, they've been sweeping this kind of thing under the rug for decades.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, without question.
Everybody always hear rumors. Everybody always know somebody that this kind of thing happened to, not getting shot in the mouth, but getting roughed up, having your house searched and they ain't got a warrant. Everybody always knows somebody that this happened to.
So here's a question.
And these chickens came home to roost.
So will they face any criminal charges,
They will absolutely face criminal charges.
Okay.
At this particular moment, the Department of Justice, the FBI, United States Attorney's Office for the Southern District of Mississippi are investigating these officers. So even if Brian Bailey is not releasing these names, those names are known to the people who are doing criminal investigations. When we get to digging in this discovery on the civil suit, we're going to know these names. We have suspicions, but I do not like to give out names that I have not been able to confirm.
Got it. No, you don't have to get too specific. It's just more of the and that's the biggest thing. I mean, you guys, and I'll let you guys touch on anything if you did. Just wanted to, since you mentioned it, and we just wanted to, give you and your team of lawyers that are working on it, your flowers for the work that you're doing and have done, and hopefully we'll see more positive results to come from it. I know I think is it Shabazz that was on the case?
That's right.
You? And
that's right. He's doing a great job.
Absolutely. So you guys got anything you can touch on, man, and we won't keep you long on it. We just kind of want to shine a quick light on it. And since you mentioned it last time, and it's a win in our book.
Well, and for that, let's be clear. Civil rights is not my area of expertise.
Right.
Mr. Shabazz asked me to help out on the case. Just to give you just a little bit of background. I was contacted by a young lady who I went to Jackson State with, who was a member of the Till family, of the Emmett Till family.
Okay.
And she asked me, would I assist in filing a suit to try to force the sheriff of LaFleur County to serve a warrant on Carolyn Bryant, who was, of course, the wife of one of the men that murdered Emmett Till and violently tortured him.
Right.
And so what everybody didn't know was, originally, when they started issuing warrants, they didn't just issue a warrant for her husband and her husband's brother. They issued a warrant for her too. But 1955, Mississippi being what it was, they never served that warrant on her. At some point, a decision was made that she was young and had, I believe, small children at the house, so they would not trouble her with any criminal charges. So fast forward, I was asked would I assist in filing a lawsuit to get them to serve that warrant that they had discovered? And I said, it's a long shot, but yeah, I'll do what I can, because again, it's not my area of expertise. So that was December. Not even a month later, this happens. And believe it or not, these people had difficulty obtaining counsel.
Mm-hmm. I can imagine.
And some lawyers, from what I was told, said they didn't want to go up against Rankin County. So they ended up obtaining Malik Shabazz, who's the same lawyer I'm already trying to help on the Emmett Till case.
Got it.
And he asked me to assist. And we take it from there. The Monica Lee, Damian Cameron case, she was there in support of the Jenkins and Parker families, because, and she had parted ways with her lawyer and needed some help. And I said, I don't know what I can do, but whatever it is, we're going to at least try. And so I don't want to leave out my good friend Katush Body, who's also an attorney here in Jackson, played basketball at Tougaloo back in the day.
Okay.
And the two of us, and again, Malik Shabazz, and we're trying to assist Miss Lee.
Right. So
for something that is not my area of expertise, I'm in neck deep.
So real quick, so we don't get too far down.
We will come to that.
Yeah, see, Lee touched on one thing, and like I said, we won't hold you much because we don't want to strain you with your voice and everything. But real quick, discuss the difference between facing federal charges versus the state in a non-law, for those of us that don't understand it in a simple manner, in a simple way.
Sure. Easiest way for me to do this, for those of you who are old enough to remember the O.J. Simpson trial. O.J. was brought up on state charges, murder, so forth. So any of these crimes against persons are generally going to come up as state charges. In this particular case, it's going to be aggravated assault. There's going to be conspiracy. There's going to be some filing false affidavit charges that are going to come in state court.
Got it.
Those will be, because those will not be handled by the district attorney of Rankin County. That investigation was handled by the Mississippi Bureau of Investigations and will be prosecuted by the Attorney General, the Office of Public Integrity. Whereas your federal charges, those are going to be civil rights violations, hate crimes, so forth, that they're investigating. They may also be doing, because the feds will only tell you as much information as they have to give you at any particular moment.
Got it.
So I suspect that they may be doing some pattern and practice investigation to see how deep and how long this type of thing has been going on. But they have not said that that's what they're doing. So it leaves us only to guess. So, but the federal charges are going to be civil rights violations. They're going to be hate crime charges.
Got it.
So and they will be brought by the United States Attorney and the criminal division of the Office of Civil Rights. And this case is being investigated out of Washington, D.C., as well as here locally in Mississippi.
Good deal, man. Well, brother, Man, appreciate you. That you sound. You need to get you some hot toddy, some hot tea and lemon, and rest your voice, man. We definitely praying for you, man, and keeping you lifted up. You guys got anything, Trent? We ain't gonna keep you much longer, but I appreciate you for coming up.
Thank you, I just want to say thank you, Brother Trent. Keep up the good work, man. Thanks for all you do. And hey, get all the bastards. Well, look at it.
Hey, Trent, keep up the good work. No quiet storm for you tonight.
I'll try to have a quiet storm voice next time. Hey, but look, I appreciate the support.
No doubt.
Appreciate everything that you all do, because this is my wind down. Even if I don't come on and say anything, this is how I relax on Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
Man, we appreciate it.
I do want to tell you one thing though. Ken and I talked today, and it's kind of like how we feel about this platform, because you came on here and you told us everything that was going on months ago. You have no idea who's watching and who's praying and who's rooting for your success. But also on top of that, the fact that it was on CNN, because like I said, as soon as it hit, me and Ken talking about it. And, even more intrigued because of you, but also because of what you told us before we even heard what they found out on CNN. So, man, just keep up the good fight, because, again, you got 400 people here. I can guarantee you got probably a good 200 out here that's going to tune in and putting in some thoughts and prayers, man, rooting you on for your success and hoping that these gentlemen get justice and everything they need in their favor. So, because this could be monumental for us as well. So, kudos to you, man. Get your rest, get your throat ready. And get ready to hit it up tomorrow, man. We behind you. We support you.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, brother Trent. Trent, I just want to say, man, first of all, it's a blessing that the young man, is still here with us. When you first told us the story of what happened, and to see him on the news, being able, to mobile and everything is a blessing. So what you're doing is outstanding. Sometimes it probably could be even, fearful, but, I guess we got to continue to be strong. I mean, you have a strong support system, and we appreciate it. I mean, one question I do have, and I don't want to, again, I know your voice is about gone, but so many times we see cases like this happen, and the first thing you hear the family say, we want justice. What is justice? Someone losing their job for them to go find another one tomorrow? I mean, what is justice? I mean, what do we mean by that? I mean, what can really be done and offered to combat
scroll up
take place?
All you gotta do is scroll up.
And can I say something along those lines, Tarante?
Yeah.
You asked the question, what is justice? Let me tell you, first of all, I have counseled with these two young men. I've counseled with Monica Lee. I've counseled with Mrs. Jenkins and Mr. Jenkins. Mrs. Jenkins, very strong woman. Mr. Jenkins had to have a kidney transplant. So she's having to deal with all this, take care of her ill husband, be a spokesperson, because we really want to limit anything that our two clients are saying on the record. So she's kind of having to be a spokesperson, take care of her ill husband who just had a kidney transplant. Miss Monica Lee, who, again, these people are practically neighbors. They're both from Braxton, live 7-8 minutes, dealing with the same officers. Same officer that shot Michael Jenkins in the mouth is the same one that beat Monica Lee's son to death in front of her and her parents. Same officer, by the way, who a couple of years back in 2019, he and Brian Bailey was present. Rankin County, another mentally ill young man in Pelahatchie, Mississippi, named Pierre Woods. They shot this man like 50 or 60 times. He's laying motionless on the ground, and they still emptying bullets into him. And federal judge Henry Wingate said for 7 seconds. He laid on the ground motionless, and they still shooting at him. Hunter Elwood, same officer that I just talked about, admitted to shooting this young man 8 times. So it's clearly a pattern. These same people, you put the same officers. Why? What are y'all doing?
That's awesome, man.
I got my grandkids for the summer, y'all.
Gotta love the kids, man. They so honest, man. Yes, indeed. I love that.
Y'all come say hey since you on here now.
No, that's just way. But Trent, I do want to ask you. So, do these same officers live in Braxton as well?
One of them does, yes.
Wow.
One of them does, and what will come out later on is that part of what he was saying. Young lady that owns the house, a white woman, and he'd been harassing her, talking about you bringing niggas and drugs into my neighborhood.
Wow.
And that's a direct quote. So when they came in that house that night, they wasn't coming looking for no drugs. They wasn't coming on a raid. They came there for the specific purpose of torturing these 2 men.
Wow.
So that was their purpose.
So I guess it's been going on for so long. I mean, of course, when you do something for so long, you feel like you can get away with it, because
Absolutely.
you become numb to it, so it becomes second nature.
Only is
That being said, how do we get it to where it's in the spotlight now? Because I'm sure it's not the first, maybe not the 5th time, but it's at this point that it has come to it has come to this where the news outlet has it. How did it get to that point?
Well,
at this point,
first of all, when you file a lawsuit and you ask for $400 million, that gets people's attention.
Yeah.
But having said that, we've done the best we could to get the spotlight on this case. One of the hurdles that we've had to come across is most of the time when you have cases like this, there's video. And in this particular case, to this point, we are not aware of any, because we do know that these officers did not have the body cams on. We do know from reporting by WLBT, and I believe it was CJ LeMaster, that one of the officers, the ringleader, hadn't had his body cam on all month, the month that it happened. So what you have is a department where there is no enforcement of body cam policy, and that helps to allow these officers to be able to come in and do what they do with impunity, without fear that there are going to be any repercussions, because when they get to court on these cases, you end up always in a situation where it's their word against the word of the defendant. And we've had people say they planted drugs on me. We've had people, there have been other lawsuits filed where, I can think of one. This young man is actually in prison right now, but filed a lawsuit saying that a Rankin County sheriff put a gun in his mouth and did not fire. Had someone else who's also incarcerated contact me and say that when he was arrested, he was beat up, and one of the deputies put a gun in his mouth but did not fire. So even if it's not this same deputy, and it may very well have been, but clearly there is a pattern.
Yeah, it's been going.
An observable pattern.
So this is a system that's been broken for quite a while. It's been going on for a long time. But we just talking about one of a few cases that actually made it to the public. We're not talking about the countless interactions that go on from day to day. And I'm pretty sure if giving an opportunity, many of them would tell that they would have had probably similar experiences and situations. There's a lot of good cops, man, but there's a lot of just rogue, terrible, you know what I'm saying, situation,
let's be clear.
Yeah.
98% of police, they just want to do their job and get home safe.
Facts.
I'm sure every last one of us have good friends, close friends who are cops who put their lives on the line.
And my uncle, shout out to my uncle GT, man. I'm talking about almost 3 decades police officer, and we know several of them that do a great job. You know what I mean?
Do a great job.
Yeah.
I mean,
so we're not
just about everybody I know does a great job policing.
Yep.
But what you have here is cops who take advantage of their position, and then they know they work within a system where they will never be held into account until they went too far, which is what happened this time.
It's a lot of cowards too, man, that become cops.
Absolutely.
A lot of scrubs, that become, and I'm not saying that to be offensive to anyone. That just happens, you get in a position where you got a little power, and power in the wrong hands is a dangerous, dangerous thing, man. And everybody don't want to be a cop, but there's a lot of us that don't need to be cops because we know our limitations and we know that we ain't finna, I ain't going, you know what I'm saying? Many of us will be in the same situation. So if you don't have the right temperament, ideally you don't want to be. But again, we can go down a rabbit hole talking about policing in Mississippi, especially, let alone Jackson, Rankin County, Madison County. It's just a lot of stuff that go on. But anywho, Michelle, good evening. Got anything you want to say before Brother Trent get out of here?
No. Hello, everybody. How's everybody doing? My voice is coming back. It's coming back a little bit. The weather is just crazy. So I'm good. Congratulations. I heard in bits and pieces. I'm going to read the right. You said it was on CNN?
It's on my CNN app. Yep, it is. It posted today.
Oh, okay. I look for it. So it is a congratulations, but at the same time, wishing you did not have to do that, but we're glad that you are there to be a voice for those that are voiceless. So continue to do what you do, and may God continue to bless you. Mr. Trent Walker.
I do the best I can.
No, I'm gonna accept that. See, there you go, Mr. Great. No, you are doing great. You're doing great. You're not trying. You are doing. You are making a change. So it's okay for you to say that unapologetically because that's what you're doing.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that.
You're very
always try to not get the big head.
But it's okay. It's just not getting the bigger. You can be humble and still honor yourself. If sometimes I tell people all the time, if we don't toot our own horn, who will?
True.
And it doesn't mean that you conceited. It's just to mean that you do your job well. Like when I get my 6-pack, for instance, I'm tooting the whole horn.
6-pack of what?
On my stomach. I'm gonna have a crop top on. I told my son to get ready for it every day. Ain't me being conceited. You don't know how hard I took to get that stomach. You better watch out and watch me work it. I ain't scared of none of y'all up here.
I need to join you.
Shut up, Zoe. You was over your head.
I had to look up to see what he was saying.
No,
I ain't saying nothing.
It was your eye looking over that hat the way you were doing. Yeah, you didn't see. I saw it. I see you. But no, on all fun and this seriousness though, Brother Trent, we've getting conceited, confused with confidence. Conceited is a person, you're not thinking highly of yourself. You're not trying. Like you are a gift from God and you are doing it. So it's okay for you to say, I am working to this. And it doesn't mean that you're braggadocious. It means that you work hard for what you do. Yeah, we'd probably be mid-nights. We sleep. You working. You know what I'm saying? We don't know your story, so it is okay to toot your own home.
Absolutely. Well, bro, thank you for coming up, man. We appreciate you, man. Keep up the good work. Keep us updated. Tell the grandkids. I know they getting.
Yes.
Good night. Good night. Good night.
Good night.
Y'all take care of granddad.
Oh, you got boys too? You in trouble.
Right. All right, y'all. I'm just going to listen.
Per Randy, anything we can do for you?
Right now, just stay posted and stay prayerful.
We'll do.
I will say this, and I'm not trying to beg for money, but Michael Jenkins in particular has ongoing medical bills. His mother, Mary Jenkins, started a GoFundMe to try to handle those because he did not have health insurance. And we are looking at some things, some, victim impact funds and so forth. But he has ongoing expenses. He, as well as Eddie Parker, having to get psychiatric treatment, as you can imagine.
Mm-hmm.
And so if you can find it in your heart and your wallet to go to GoFundMe, Michael Jenkins, through his mother, Mary Jenkins, if you can find it in your heart and your wallet to donate, I would ask you to do that. But otherwise, I'll do my best to keep everybody posted. Keep us in your prayers.
Yes, sir. Absolutely.
I'm going to check off, and I'm just going to watch.
Appreciate the trim, man.
Yes, sir.
Thank you, Mr. Walker. We appreciate you, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right, man.
So, how's everybody doing?
Doing well.
Hey, Rochelle.
Man, that was interesting, man. Now we're gonna switch it back to sports, but that was absolutely necessary. It was a great day for them in that trial, and we wanted to definitely give Brother Trent an avenue to come up and definitely speak on in regards to that. But what KJ, you out there?
I don't think she said she was coming up, but the word, what is the word on the street? What in the world? Got me drinking wine.
No. What? Are you sleep?
Phone.
But yeah, I read what she said. That is hilarious. People loving us like that. They got a whole show on Jackson's Day.
Oh, I don't know. I don't even know what she's talking about. I can't keep up. I have to go to the street. Matter of fact, I want to say, I definitely want to send a shout out to Brother First, man. Zoe hit me up about he shouted out the channel, shouted out everybody from this platform, and with what we did with the fundraiser. So I appreciate that, brother, man, who celebrated the work that was done over here. The work ain't done, y'all. We challenged ourselves to see how to see what we can do. Absolutely, man. He that dude, man. Shout out to Brother First, man. And we appreciate you as always. Bro,
yeah, First is that dude.
Okay, there we go. So yeah, man, appreciate you First, man. Appreciate you for the shout out. We're gonna keep it going, man. We definitely gonna keep it going. And listen, man, we said we were gonna be done, but we just gonna take a break, man. We're not gonna. I don't want to make the mistake of saying once we did that we were done for the year, because that might set the wrong message. What we're gonna do is we're just gonna get behind the university, man. If we called upon and it's something, I don't think we'll see anything of that magnitude going forward again, right? For the rest of this year. But there still may be some things that may be out there. We had a phenomenal fundraiser on Monday. Shout out to everybody that attended. Shout out to Richard Bradley. Shout out to the M-Bar and for hosting. The president and everybody. A.D. Robinson, Tiger Fund, Blue Bingo, everybody that showed up and donated. I think we raked in over $300,000, man, for JSU athletics on Monday night. So that's huge, man. That's huge. That's big time.
Hey, repeat that number one more again, because they might not heard you the first time.
Yeah, over 300,000, man. Over 300,000. So
true story.
So yeah, that's monumental. And hey, cuz, hey, Tham, how you doing?
That's so amazing.
Absolutely. What's up, Charles? What's up with you? Yeah, man, that's a huge number, man. But like I said, we're gonna stay the course and we're gonna continue to do what it is that we do. And we're not gonna worry about them haters, man. And let me tell you something. If I saw KJ made a comment today that, I guess it's I don't know who got a show going on that I guess folks call in and hate on JSU or something like that. She didn't say who she was talking about, but I don't think that's even important. I just think that's a really cool gauge to me, because if it's that much energy that's going towards it, man, my goodness, man, how great of a day is it to be a JSU Tiger, man? That means we're doing something real good for people to designate a day to hate. You know what I mean? Or designate a show or whatever. I don't know, where that's being going on or even what's being said, and I don't really care. But I just think, we got some good things brewing at 1400 JR Lynch. We're gonna keep it rolling, man. So, okay. What's up, Tyler, man? Same old same, huh? Same old. Hey, man. One of these days, folks gonna realize that hate is a product that's sold to the masses of those that want to consume it. You know what I'm saying? And for those that want it, it is what it is. I don't keep up with none of them folk, man. Don't listen to none of them. Don't pay no attention to them. I just see Twitter posts and be like, what you talking about now? Who said what and what's going on? Oh, okay. Same old same. Gotcha. Carl Cunningham, Georgia interview. Carl, man. Shout out to Carl, man, out there representing in the Mobile at the press conference.
Cunningham.
Huh?
I was saying good old Carl Cunningham.
There you go, Jason working on that. Yeah, keep. Jason got them tracks coming, man. Like that track that he played, man. Hey, you know what, Jason? I'm gonna put a little something. I might. Hey, should I play a little sample of it, man? What you think, Zoe?
Go ahead, bro.
Hey, Jason, I'm gonna play a little something, man. Jason sent me a little track that they working on, man. They got a couple of local artists that might be. I'm gonna see if y'all can hear this, man. And
just gonna give him a snippet of that first one.
I'm gonna give him a little snippet of it, man. Check this out. Hold on. Let me see if I can get this. Hold on. Let me start this over, man. Let me start. Hold on. Hold on, man. Let me start this thing over. That thing was fire, man. I said, man, boy, he had. Hey, we got some heat. We working up on some heat now. Y'all hear that right there? Hold on, y'all hear that?
Turn my computer up.
Yeah, I hear it. You ain't got it. Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna stop right there. Listen,
I got some bass in it too.
We working on the soundtrack, man, for the show.
Come on, show.
How y'all think we coming when we kick the show off?
Oh, y'all coming hard, huh?
Yeah, we gotta have a soundtrack.
Okay, on that man with your soundtrack. I'm trying
Shout out to the boom, man. Shout out to my brother Jason, man. Hey. We might get a little Tricky Hudson on that thing. Might get a little Coke Boomaye on that thing. You know what I'm saying? We might get a little something. It's gonna be Kirkdale. Yeah, we coming, man. When we drop that track, when you hear that song played, you're gonna know what time it is, man. We're gonna get everybody crunked up, man. I'm telling you, man. But I love the intro of the thing, man. That was
So Jason do tracks.
Jason is a boom alum, and he got some connects, man. He got some connects, man. He working up a little something. But this is the beginning of it. Let me do that thing one more time. Me.
You need to. You ain't got an ear.
Hey, he gonna mix a little D.I. Love in there. It's in the baby stages. I just want to make sure everybody can hear that. Y'all gotta hear the first part. Jackson State this, Jackson State that. Coach TC Taylor coming in there, guard the yard, baby. Sonic, Sonic. Hey, we gonna spruce it up, man. Have a whole intro coming down the pipe, man. So he cooking it up, man. He cooking it up. Oh yeah, we will be. Hey, we will be at the tailgate. We will definitely be stopping by the tailgate in Atlanta. I got a question. We're gonna be there, y'all. So y'all get y'all tickets, man. We definitely got to show up and spend some time with our Atlanta chapter, brother Sylvester Taylor and company. You know, over there at the in Atlanta, man. They always lay it out. Y'all know they're gonna open up the season, and it's gonna be amazing, man. So absolutely. So let me say this. See this right here, man. Now we finna get active now. We got other stuff out the way. Let me tell y'all something. See, this right here is why Brother C. Lee feel the way that he feel. If C. Lee, I'm gonna shout you out tonight. I hope you don't mind. Because see, they go over and look at them other sometimes look at, well, not he do, but I'm just saying, like in some of those other spaces, people see who there and who's saying what and who doing what, who participating. You understand what I'm saying? You got to watch the folks that's participating in the hate orgies, right? You know what I'm saying? That's over there getting active. So if somebody's talking about me, and I'm saying that this is KC 1400 Media Group. This the Fabulous Five right here. Though you tired as all get out. I know you're gonna be pulling out in a little bit. But listen, if somebody is somewhere discussing me in a bad light, and one of these four is in the room kikiing and ha-haing and laughing, and I find out about that, I'm gonna get away from around them.
You should.
I'm gonna get away from around you. Can't operate like that. You should. Because I see these my brother and sister right here. This family right here now. Whoa. Who you talking about? I'm talking about Nook. Oh, no. You know my dude, man. Come on, what's going on? What's your deal with Nook? Oh man, I'm just saying. I said, man, it ain't like that, bro, man. But I ain't gonna tell you how to feel, man. But let me get on about it here, man. I'm gonna get away from around y'all quick. What I ain't finna do is let nobody be like, oh man, Ken was over there kicking and ha-ha with the joke talking about da. But too, what happens is you get a lot of folk that come over here, hear what they got to say, and they run over there. They screenshot. They be in the inbox sending it. Oh, he said this. He mentioned this. He mentioned that, and then they'll come and play both sides. I see you. I know who they are.
Oh, really?
I know who they are. Been that way. I just don't care. I'm too busy focusing on us. Like initially, see, this is y'all got to chronicle the growth. Remember, we used to get distracted with every little thing that come down the pipe when we first got started. Every little emotions high. Man, come on, man. I don't care nothing about none of that stuff no more. Man, I don't care about Jack State. We staying focused on what we doing and what we got going on. Care nothing about it. Can't hear you, Michelle. So
because we know our worth.
Yeah, well, we got so much work to do.
We got right here.
We got our blinders on. And boy, when we put our blinders on and start really focusing on us, well, we start elevating them.
Yep.
Because the noise, I just want y'all to understand the noise. That video you sent me, Toronte, today, I saw it for the second time today. Talking about what was the I guess it was the parable or the joker that gave the dude that went, did he go to jail or something? He gave him some time or something. It was like it was the animal analogy where he got punished not because he did anything.
Yeah.
Just because you were sitting there entertaining the
right.
Yeah, it's like basically it's the essence of it is that lions or tigers don't really focus, don't lose.
You should be bigger than that. You shouldn't entertain on stuff like that.
You don't entertain the thoughts and opinions and words of sheep. That's lunch.
Right.
So I like what GA says. Great minds discuss ideas. Average minds discuss events. Small minds discuss people. And we just great. I mean, with 300,000 in one night, y'all, that's amazing. We doing big things, and we gonna do bigger because now we know.
Well, Rochelle, this is why it's bigger. This is why it's a big deal. I implore everybody to go to First Letters page and watch that show. Zoe told me to watch it. I hadn't watched it. He was like, Ken, you're going to really like that. It wasn't the fact that he was shouting out what we did. It was the fact that he provided statistics as to why it's stupid and it's asinine that you would compare a really big initiative from an African-American grassroots effort through a YouTube channel, and you want to compare that to that of a PWI or some major mass something from a white school per se. Right. And I'm gonna say this to you and to anyone: you go show me another platform that's tied to or that's associated with a school that's doing something like, and maybe those platforms don't have to do that because they don't have to worry about being underfunded and all those types of things. Zoe and I were on campus just the other day, and I ain't gonna say what we were looking at, but Zoe know what I'm talking about. And we was going over toward that building, but one of the things you see, it's almost like you wish everything could be on point all the time, and but you can tell that certain things be seasonal. And when it ain't that season, things tend to get somewhat, hey, we'll get to it. You know what I mean? And when funds are not the great thing in the room, hey man, sometimes you have to just be a little bit more strategic. But
I want to add this too, Ken. One part about that though. Any and all these other platforms.
Hold on, Zoe. But we got 102 likes. Y'all like the stream, man.
No, we up to 314. It was just that since then it hasn't been only 314 people have liked it. We have 485 in here, but you know what? It's okay.
Hey, I ain't worried about that. I'm just saying, we'll get into the habit when you come in the room, like the stream. It helps.
And even for y'all who just come in to listen, just come on. You like it.
Y'all know we still take donations now. The donations this time go to the platform. If y'all want to support, we love for you to support the platform. I think people think that when we're doing initiatives, that money don't go to us
at all.
We don't keep that money. We
out here. One thing about it, though, I want to say when it comes to like anybody that's in this YouTube space that's even affiliated with these other HBCUs, we encourage them to do what we're doing. But I have to say this: there's not a single one with any of these other spaces or other entities. They aren't tasked with the universities to do what we do. Let me go ahead and say that now. None of them are tasked to do what we're being tasked to do. You know, none of them are even actually moving in the space off the screen the way that we are. Mm-hmm. And so again, when we mentioned the $50,000, that's why I did not, if you notice, I never used the word fundraiser because in essence, this is not the school raising funds for anything. This is two gentlemen coming on a YouTube space doing something that's in addition to something else. Hey. And we come in this space to get, again, the school is not doing this. It's not Jack State raised $50,000. That's not what this was. And we don't move in that space. But again, no one is being tasked what we are being tasked with. You know, I can pretty much go on record and say no one else is as intertwined with their athletic department as we are as well.
Brother George, in relation to this, that's not a StreamYard option. So we use StreamYard. You can't do that through StreamYard. You have to go live directly through YouTube on your computer at that. And you can do it when you go straight in and you're opening up a stream. But I use StreamYard. I prefer this platform. I don't care about that, man. We gonna continue to do what we're doing and growing it organically. I don't see this is the thing. The comment section isn't the issue because they know that if they, and I want to say something. Zoe had somebody come in. Hold on. Zoe had somebody comment on a photo that he put out there talking about. Zoe, I want you to tell the people whoever the person is that said what they said. And I got a reason for why I want to say that.
Oh yeah, hold on. Yeah, it was a whole bunch of.
Hey, Ken, why is Zoe pulling it up? Before we get too far away, I'd be remiss if I didn't say this. I would like to shout out homeboy first too, and I asked him why did why was he compelled to do and say what he said, and his word was he felt that it was insane for someone to take something so positive,
right,
to something negative, when he felt he needed to push back on it.
Who was that?
First for a minute, ma'am.
Who was the guy? I mean, what?
First letter.
First
letter. The dude was solid. The dude was solid. You know what I'm saying?
Just to put it on something.
Right, put it on something. I mean, you're not gonna come half stepping. So I've been rocking with first for a minute. So yeah, he hit me up and he said that's why, he went that hard, man. He don't let crap pass. So that's all I want to say.
Brother. Number love and respect for him. And
that's right.
It's solid.
Yeah, so
man. Tell it like a TI is.
No, he just said it was kind of all over the place, but I really can't. I really said
please listen to this, y'all.
He was like he said, Zoe, I like to come on the show with you and Ken, but folks that don't wear the JSU glasses aren't allowed or they are bashed. I've watched the show too many times and saw this. Secondly, all these players being drafted and picked up by NFL teams are Deion Sanders players. They came to JSU for prime, but we are willing to give TC a fair chance too. Yes, this is TC's first head coaching job, but TC has college experience. Remember, it was Deion Sanders' first college job. He came from Pee Wee and high school. People aren't allowed to be skeptical of the JSU program. All have to drink from the same cup or you get kicked out or bashed. Now, that whole thing is like all over the place. It started one way, went here, then went someplace else.
I'm gonna summons a cuss word tonight. That's bullshit. That's what that is. Let me tell you why that's bull jump. Because, first of all, we drop the link every single night that we do this live stream.
Yep.
The only people that get, and see, this is why I wanted to shout out C. Lee. And this is why I said, you know what? I don't give a damn if you feel that way no more. Because we ain't here for you. We ain't here to appeal to you, and we ain't here to try to change your mind. Who I'm gonna give respect to is Jackson State folk. And if you don't like what we cover, then you don't have to watch it. You don't have to subscribe. You don't have to look. You don't have to do any of that, but it's cap. And let me ask you a question. You know how I know it's cap? Because you run over to Zoe's photo that he posts. You ain't commenting on no video. You can't listen. You want to come on the live stream? Come on the live stream. We will be the first ones to defend your right to have an opinion about what you want to have an opinion about. But what you're not going to do is be disrespectful, and we're not going to be disrespectful to you. But if you troll the chat, I'm going to block you and you ain't never going to be able to talk again. So if you got a problem with that, then you can really kiss my behind. I mean that. I don't care about, I'm done trying to appeal to people who have already made their mind up before they got in the room. You already feel some type of way. And guess what? Okay, whoop the damn do. Who at Jackson State don't know that we had a plethora of players that came to Jackson State just because of Deion Sanders?
Still was at Jackson State.
Who don't know that already?
Water's wet.
Right.
And so with that being said, okay, those are Deion Sanders. So Deion Sanders got 2 draft picks while he was a head coach.
But guess who? Hold on. But guess who else got 2 draft picks?
Who?
Jackson State.
There is no separation.
There is no separation.
So what people want to do is all the good stuff, it's all Deion Sanders. All the bad stuff is Jackson State.
No, all of it is us.
Jackson State can't get no credit for none of the good. You see what I'm saying? It's like, so this is what we're saying. We ain't wasting no more time with folks like that. I just wanted to put that out there because I'm like, okay. You think people get silent. I'm glad you feel that way. That means that we are setting a tone that you're not going to come up in here and talk any type of way. So go tell the world that Ken and Zoe and Durante, Marcus and Michelle, we bullies and we don't want nobody coming in there talking. You're damn right we don't.
Stay over there.
Because there's a show that you can go to and you can express your hate.
Shit, it's several.
Hey. But when you come over here It's Jackson State City. It's JSU Sports Chat.
JSU.
And if you ain't talking about Jackson State, the hell with you can come on the stream. Come on up here.
Hey,
listen, we do not have a call-in show. We have decided we're not doing a call-in show.
That's right. Call-in for weakness because we want to see your whole face.
No. I don't say that, Michelle, because I ain't finna defend that shit. I'm not doing that. No. Call-in is a call-in. Kobe got a call-in show. Jeff got a call-in show, and others. That's their thing. This is why you're dealing with alpha males at this table, man. I ain't even joking right now. I'm serious. I come from a world where if a man want to talk to me, man, sit at the table, sit across from me, agree or disagree. We're gonna talk about it like men. You sit at the same table. And ain't no highs and lows. It ain't none of that. Because for me, Joe tell you this, we had this conversation. We want you on the screen so when you're talking, you have a seat and you get the mic. If you're calling in talking to us, it's still about us and we listening to you. So you know what that does? It fizzles out the bull junk because you know that if you come up here on the screen, you're gonna have to have your name on the screen, and you're gonna have to stand up like a man or a woman, and you're gonna have to eat your words and own them. Yep. Stop being a coward and hide behind fake profiles. Okay, stop being a coward and hiding behind all these old false photos. You see my face every day, every Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I ain't going nowhere.
That's very true.
This is what we're saying. This is what we're saying.
In public too.
Listen what I'm saying. We ain't disrespecting nobody. We over here. How in the hell do y'all get so damn offended because we over here just doing us and talking about us? It's like us saying, you know what?
We supposed to hate our own damn school.
Hold on. Let me tell you what it's like. You know what? It's like this. It's like a house, TD. We all family. The Jackson State Tiger family, we just gonna play in our yard. We ain't coming in the street, but the neighbors are mad
because we ain't in the street.
We ain't over there playing with y'all. We in the backyard. Mom and dad and them got us a nice little home. We gonna go in the backyard. We gonna play with our toys at our house. We gonna bounce our ball. We gonna ride our bike on the yard, and y'all mad at us because we talking about us. Guess what? Y'all talking about us too. So the reason why we are talking about us is because we are the only ones that can really tell it like it TI is from an inside standpoint. Now, everybody can have an opinion. That's irrelevant. But the problem with today's society in this part with this social media, YouTube stuff, is too many people want to make their opinion be the truth.
I think on that what he was saying.
Come on, Zoe. Wait, hold on. Come on, Zoe. Open your eyes, Zoe. So come to me.
I swear to God, I'm not.
Okay, go ahead.
I never lie. I sleep. I'll tell you, I'm finna go. I'm good.
Right.
Go ahead on, T.
Good, man. I just
want
y'all to know we ain't changing now.
I think with the gentleman, you know what I'm saying, may need to understand. If you want to come on live, I mean, that's cool. You want to talk and compare, and you know what I'm saying, and compare players and, you know, talk about the season or whatever. That's one thing. But just coming in straight bashing and have a bunch of negative stuff to say, that definitely is not going to fly well. You want to come in and have a debate about the recruit, the players, you know, the season, that type of thing. I mean, that's one thing, but bashing is another.
Hey, and also know that when you come up, Zoe has statistics. So you can't just come up here talking crazy.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing, Michelle. You can come up and give your opinion. But the problem is this. I'm going to say it again. I stand on this. Why do you have a problem with us defending Coach T.C. Taylor because of what we've seen him do? We're only judging him by what we've seen him do in the space that he's operating in. I almost cussed just then. Y'all have already decided, and y'all are even going to the standpoint of calling him, saying he ain't a good coach. And you have nothing to stand on.
Right.
But you get mad at us and act like y'all got the hell y'all blue and white. Well, you know what, dude? Fine then. Yeah, you gotta have if you ain't got no blue and white glasses, stay your ass off the stream then. How about that? Yep. And we'll apply that to you and we can move on to the next subject.
Thanks.
Cause we ain't going nowhere.
It is funny that people mad that we love our school.
This is how you know.
Crazy.
This is how you know we ain't going nowhere. And I'm just trying to tell you, boy, if you really want to be mad about something, well, we did 50,000 and 8.
Hey, the post about Trent just made shade room.
Oh, really?
Yeah, big time news now. I'm just saying, we did that in 8 streams now. Imagine that we would have went 16, we'd have hit 100,000.
But just wait till the 5. Just wait.
Hey, I'm gonna say this, Black people, pay attention to what's happening. You go do something for yourself. You're proud of yourself.
They gonna try to tear you down.
Oh, the first thing that happened because you're proud of something that you did. Oh man, that ain't nothing. Hold on. You ain't did nothing. But then guess what? We want to minimize and devalue what you did. But the whole while, you can't do it. You ain't did it. But you want to tell me what I can't do and what little I did. But then watch this. Everybody can tell you what you can't do, what you don't do, and how you did nothing. They haven't done it, have no plans to do it, and everybody can tell you what you can't do until you do it. Mm-hmm. So guess what? We did that. We're gonna do something else. We're gonna grow and do something else. You're gonna sit there talking about what we can't do. All we're doing is surpassing you. All we're doing is elevating. You still stuck right there where you are. We're just moving on up. We George and Wheezy. We're moving on up. We're moving on up. Moving on up. You still down that little chihuahua barking.
Hey, can I throw some in there, Zoe?
Go ahead.
I just want y'all to understand something. We actually fell short. It's more work to be done. Zoe know what I'm talking about. Mm-hmm. But I said we're gonna leave it alone for right now. Because we put out a number, we went and hit it. We're not gonna be retro. I don't mean that in a negative way. This is what happens, y'all. When you start, it's like cleaning your house up and you want to really clean it up. The more you clean, the more you realize, damn, I done spent 2 hours. I'm just in my room. I ain't even made it to the hallway. I ain't dust yet. Like I'm talking about, it's levels to it, right? It's levels to it. And Randy, what's up, man?
What's happening, y'all? Hey,
you got
listen,
it,
I just got a question for y'all.
Yep, go ahead.
I just think that you guys is wasting too much time on people that just want reactions from y'all.
I think you're wrong.
Oh yeah,
you're wrong.
Why,
Randy, you have to listen. You have to do it every now and again. You'll sit up here and watch us do 27 shows and don't talk about none of these folks. Then as soon as we do one show, because we got somebody that wants to come into our personal spaces and say these things, say, you know what, I'm gonna put this out there. All this is a disclaimer, and we're gonna get back to doing what we're doing. You know that gun well, we ain't covering these folks like this all the time.
Hey man, what Prime say? I got time today.
What you say, sir?
It's like what Prime say. I got time today.
We don't bother nobody. They bother us.
But y'all
Randy,
doing.
I'm gonna say it again, bro. You cannot tell us that we got to keep getting kicked and we can't say nothing. We are not covering that all the time. We don't waste time.
But
we don't.
But you never stop the hate though.
I don't think you understand. I don't think you understand that ain't what we trying to do. The hate is a gauge. We're embracing the hate. Nothing that we were saying tonight is to stop it. We know that already. Nobody is going to stop the hate because haters are going to hate. What we're saying, we're not saying it to stop it. We're just saying it to address it because we know they're looking and they're not going to talk. So we'll respond. We'll talk. We'll come out every now and again and be like, you know what?
Keep it moving.
Ignore this stuff, but I'm going to say something this time. You get what I'm talking about?
Yeah. So you see it more as like trash talking or
man,
whatever.
we are ecstatic about what we're doing, and it's about setting the tone. It's about letting our folks know that listen, we listen, Randy. Just because I don't swing on you, that don't mean I won't knock you out, bro.
I get
Sometimes
that.
you gotta let some folk know. Listen, man. Listen, I ain't coming out here to argue with you, but I'm letting you know, man. Don't play with me. That's that. And then we're gonna go back on about our business. We're gonna go back to the backyard and I'm gonna check on them ribs back there. We grilling in the backyard, cooking, playing spades and domino. We ain't worried about what them folks doing across the street.
We live volleyball on side.
We having a good time.
I get it. But you know,
I'm just saying again, man. Let me tell you something, man. Again, it's not fair to us. to tell us that we're out of line when we're not even talking about folks. When all we do, see, you don't even know what's said until we say what was said and we address that one thing. I get hate in comments every day, all day, and I don't come on here and talk about it. I just block them and keep going. But sometimes I want to say something, and when I want to say something, I'm gonna say it. Because the whole purpose of it, Randy, honestly, is not to just address that thing; is to really speak abroad. So you lay a wide net, and then you cover it and you move on. Give them something to talk about. They'll be back. And plus, the numbers go up. It's a numbers game, dog. You gotta understand
Okay,
too.
but at the end, they're just comments anyway. You know what I'm saying?
Man, in the end, I'm gonna say it like this: I can address it and still not give a damn. I'm telling you, I don't care about them folk, man, and I don't care what they talking about. And I can say that I can tell you what they said, tell you how I feel about it, and I can still not give a damn.
I get it. I get it.
That is an art. That's a skill.
God,
what's up, Doc? What's going on, man?
What you got on? I'm good. Man, what's going on? What's going on, Zo? Hey, man, I see what you're saying. What you're saying, like you can say whatever you want in the comment, don't give a damn. That's called being an asshole. You really think about it. I mean, basically, it's a nonchalant attitude. Like, I really don't care about what you say. You could say everything you want to say, but I really don't care.
Yeah, like you again. This is this condition where we feel like we got to constantly get. We show a lot of restraint. The restraint is silent, bro. When I'm quiet and I don't address it and I just stay the course, that you don't understand how much restraint we've shown that day because you don't know what's been said because we didn't say what was said. Right. But when we talked about it this time, I was like, we'll shine the light on them because this was somebody talking about they would come up on the show. I just wanted to call them out and say that's cap.
No, they ain't gonna come up. They not gonna do that. Like, people would say that.
That's some coward stuff. Because really what I'm trying to do is, Randy, you coming on being technical and stuff, man. Let me work my tactics. They got tactics. I got tactics too. I'm trying to bait them to come up on the show, man. I want them to get out of their coward space and come on up. If you got something you want to say and get off your chest, come on up and get off your chest. They had 17 thoughts in one text thread on Zoe's. So that was a personal photo.
Yeah,
that wasn't a YouTube comment. That was a personal IG post under his comment. So you're damn right I'm gonna say something about it. That's all. Yeah. I ain't addressing nothing. I'm just saying, listen, if you want to come, Randy, didn't you just hit the link?
Yeah.
You know how many damn times you done came up and said something crazy?
Well, y'all need to block out a time like a hater.
I ain't doing nothing. I don't operate like that. We shoot from the hip.
So
man, I ain't setting out no time to straighten the neighbors out. If the neighbor get out of line that moment, we straighten them up on site.
Oh, I get that part.
Yeah, we ain't.
But we're doing bigger things though, right?
And we still doing
it. We still gonna knock somebody out.
Randy, watch this. We're proving to you that we're doing bigger things. We're sitting there talking about what we've done that no other HBCU has done on the social media space. So yeah, we're elevating the game. We're changing the game. We're doing big things, but we got time today.
Sure, just because when y'all did that, man, it just made me think about doing something. You know what I'm saying? Doing something big too, man. It gives people an insight, like you can actually do the things that y'all did. It might not be on a bigger scale, but
you can do whatever you want to do.
Right.
That's simple. There's no rules to it. The only thing we would say is, like, we don't just do things. We're not out here arbitrarily just doing stuff. The stuff that we do is stuff that is directly connected to. It either came from a conversation, it came from the realization of knowing what is needed. It came from that. We don't just go up there and just start doing. It's not a, I'm gonna just go do something thing. And I'm not. It's intentional, man.
And again, this is not Jackson State or any HBCU doing something as a school-wide thing and saying, "Oh, Jackson State had a fundraiser. They only raised $50,000." This is not what this is.
This ain't no Jackson State fundraiser. This was
This
a
is
case
not a
of
Jackson State
1,400
anything.
That's a slap in the face to every single person that's on this screen that put
It
money.
is.
That's what that is. And that's why we're gonna say something about it.
I just didn't want y'all to get caught up in,
We can't.
you know, maybe somebody
We can't.
listening.
Randy, we can't. We're Jews.
can't get
I'm gonna just
caught
say
up.
this, Randy. We're Jews.
We
We
can't
can't
get
get caught up.
definition of unbothered.
We can't get caught up because
We're
we
Jews,
control the
man. We can't
narrative,
get
bro.
caught up.
Why can't you get
when we're
caught up?
gonna talk, when we getting ready to talk about something, chances are we already know what we're gonna talk about. It's intentional. We ain't getting caught up.
It's just like what Rochelle just said. Like you got blinders on. Like we see everything straight ahead. We don't see what's on the left and what's on the right. We just see everything that's straight ahead. So that's the reason why, you know what I'm saying, you do what you do.
We burn Matt getting off that train.
That's exactly right.
I get it. You know.
No,
Like
go ahead. Again, I'm gonna say this too, bro, and I got nothing but respect and love for you, man. I get annoyed when people tell me how I should respond to the bull junk that's directed towards something I'm involved in. Man, I can respond. How the hell y'all act like how you? No. Listen, this is what I'm saying. I'm too damn intelligent and too we're moving on purpose, bro. This is not some haphazard thing. This is a calling, and ain't nobody taking us out by calling, man. We have to indulge a little bit, let folk know not to play with us. Man, this ain't corporate America. This KC 1400 media, baby. Hey. That's what it is. We letting you know. Look, it's okay if you want to come up and talk. We'll talk to you. Yeah. This all we ask. Randy, you come up every time you say you've been saying crazy shit for 6 months.
That's right.
And we still let you come up and talk. So you a living witness of the fact that we ain't gonna discriminate. If folk be like,
wait
man,
a minute. What kind of crazy shit I be talking?
We you funny to me. I'm telling you, we got to get you to homecoming, bro. Everybody gonna love you when they see you, dog. It's gonna be love. But listen to me. The fact that this is your reputation on this show. All right. Every time you would come up, everybody be like, "Oh, Randy, come on, Randy, golly, man." That established your reputation on the show, and then you start saying, "Man, you got to get the content." They like, "Ken, just move on." You just look at the chat. But I'm like, man, this is a good brother. And I want to understand his point because it never, you know what? It's not about what you're saying, Rand. It's about your intent. Your intent has been malicious, bro. It's never been denigrating. It's never been condescending. It's always been from a place of love, a place of wanting to see. And that is what shines through. It don't make no difference if you, because you in Jersey. You're not in the South. A bunch of HBCUs there and a part of this culture and all that type stuff. So it was more about trying to, find a balance and have dialogue. But some folks don't want dialogue. Some people just want to tear you down and want to minimize what you're doing. And sometimes you gotta zip that. You gotta nip that in the bud on sight, and you gotta call it what it is. You get what I'm saying?
Get it.
You pull up on a personal. They ain't gonna pull up on mine. Not saying that because I ain't gonna do no more blocking. I'm gonna tell you, man, you full of shit, man. I'm gonna block you and tell you to get on about your business.
Right.
You get one shot with Ken. Listen, I ain't tough. Don't run up on me. But this is what I'm gonna say. You get one shot to say something crazy to me. One. That first bullet gonna strike because I'm gonna see it, but that's gonna be the last bullet you get. And I'm gonna give you a thrashing of thrashings. And then I'm gonna block you, and then we're gonna be done talking. We ain't never got to talk in life again. If you come in the lives, if you come in the chat, and you say something out of whack, I'm gonna send you to the gulag, never to return again.
Right.
If you say something in my comment section, I'm gonna block you and hide you from the channel, never to speak again. And only thing you can do is you can YouTube and choose to either keep looking without being able to talk, or you can leave and take your subscription with you. Because I don't value your subscription if all you're gonna do is spam the chat and you're gonna troll my channel, man. If you're gonna do that right there, I ain't got no time for you. I don't want what you got. That's the principal person that I am. And I'm gonna tell you like it is, and I'm gonna keep it moving. And you don't understand the last 10 minutes that we done spent talking. this ain't even about me and you. This is about the other 375 people that are watching that don't talk. You understand what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Sometimes I be talking to them
I get what you're saying.
because I know they're not gonna ever come up here and say nothing. So I'm gonna address them. Anywho, and I pause right there. Brother Steve Lee, what's going on?
Hey, how y'all doing?
Boy, you right on time, man.
What's up, OG?
I was, man, look, I was hovering over the link. I was like, don't go on. I'm
glad you came up. Please, I was like, please come on up.
See, here's the point that Rand is missing. There's a difference between people discussing Jackson State and other platforms versus people either coming to this platform or hitting Ken and Zoe directly through their social media. Ken and Zoe and this platform never respond to people discussing Jackson State on other platforms. It doesn't happen.
Nope.
You don't have any reference record of it happening 1 or 2 times in a year long time. But they do have a right to protect their personal space. They do have a right when people DM them or come to them or come, particularly when people act like we don't have a right to have a Jackson State space. And see, I'm completely the opposite. I decided, I said, let me tell you a quick thing I learned. My father dropped this game on me a while ago. My father said, if you dating a girl and her mama like you, daddy can't do nothing but sit at the table and be mad as hell. As long as the mama says okay for you to come by the house, all daddy can do is mean mug you. That's all he can do. So I'm very clear. I don't like people who have other schools that they support to come by the platform. But as long as Ken and Marcus and Zoe and Taronte and Sister Rochelle say, hey, we gonna be hospitable and let them come through, I just sit in the chat. I just act like I don't even see them. I'm like the dad is just mean mugging. I'm just waiting on him to say something crazy in the chat. I'm just waiting on. That's why I told Ken, don't give me a wrench. Because if you give me a wrench, the chat gonna be emptier than a politician's promise one day after the election. You think you gonna be getting
emails? Y'all know what that's like, but y'all might want to keep wearing it.
So I think that's the thing, Rand, is that one, they never discuss what people say about Jackson State, this platform, on other platforms. And that's always been my point is you have, quote, HBCU platforms and you have other school platforms. So if you have HBCU platforms where you want to get together and discuss all HBCUs, that's cool. And then you have individual school platforms. My question has always been, why have people from other schools found it necessary to want to come to Jackson State to discuss Jackson State negatively or big up their school when they can do that somewhere else? And I think that's go ahead.
No, I just think that the light over Jackson State is still very, very bright. And to poke at somebody that's doing something, they're just getting off on it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
But that's the point, Randy. What you just said ain't got nothing to do with the price of rice in China or what I just said. You see what I'm saying? But look, you just missed my whole point. What did I just say? I said that Ken and Zoe never discussed that. And so now the one time that they are discussing somebody coming to them personally.
Right.
What do you
listen, Randy.
The person made a comment to Zoe. It went to Zoe's personal face.
IG page.
Okay.
You ain't listening, dog.
Ain't got nothing to do.
Guess what, Randy? I ain't. Let me tell you something, big dog. I still ain't gonna send you to the goulash for that.
No, listen. I heard you say commenting under a picture. But I didn't know
Yes,
that
it was
that
a
they going
picture.
into.
Let me tell you what the picture was, though. I mean, Randy. Zoe's aunt passed away, and he posted a picture of himself the day of his aunt's funeral. He was up in Memphis and he posted it on his IG page. And this particular page comes under that photo and starts talking about this show and how they would come up and, you know, you got to da. They starts commenting on because they follow him personally on the page. So I ain't saying I listen. I see the comments that come let me tell you something. I see the comments that come under the YouTube channel. I don't care about that. I don't ever respond like to what C. Lee was saying. Somebody could say Jackson State colors are purple and white. And they could say Jackson State trying to copy off Alcorn because they changed their school colors to purple and white. I ain't gonna defend it because I ain't gonna see it. And even if I do see it, I ain't saying nothing. So what he's trying to tell you is you ain't gonna never see me over there trying to defend or go at somebody because of something that they said about Jackson State. I don't really care. But this is what I'm trying to say. I said what I said because I wanted to publicly call that comment cap.
Can I say something? We done with talking? Okay, so check this out. We're not talking about this no more for the simple reason. This person was disrespectful because Zoe put a picture about a loved one passing. And he underneath that picture is talking about Jackson State negativity.
That's talking about the channel. Oh, talking about what they were saying was that what they're trying to insinuate is that I would come up on the show and give my opinion, but the show is, you know, you can't if somebody come up there and they don't say that they don't have their blue and white glasses on, or they don't say things in the manner in which y'all want us to say favorable to Jackson State, then I'm gonna get blocked.
We're not apologizing.
You're saying I'm
glad you feel that way.
I'm talking about things done in decent and in order. First of all, it was his passing of a loved one that this person had the nerve to put that under there. That's all I'm talking about.
Whether they knew it or not, I'm just saying it could have been a photo of him with his shirt off on the beach drinking a Mai Tai.
So Randy, you don't come in here too often, Randy. So
who don't?
You don't. I mean, for us, what I'm saying is that we're giving it time because that needed to breathe, and we allowed it to breathe.
Man, don't come on my personal page talking about nothing crazy. I'm gonna block the hell out of you.
That's why I got 2 pages now.
We defended, but we done with that. Randy, how you doing?
I'm pretty good, and you? I'm getting there.
Randy, you coming to homecoming, dog?
I want to. Yeah.
What's stopping you? We're gonna make sure you get there, bro. We're gonna get you. We're gonna compliments of the channel, man. I got to have you with me, bro.
Is you still a member of the page? Is your colors different than the colors over there?
I think his color's still green.
Is your color green?
No, it ain't.
The orange or something about that.
No, you ain't green no more. We gotta take it to the gulag if you ain't green.
Put your other glasses on.
Wait a minute, Randy.
I'm not what?
Wait a minute, Randy. What? You know she got a different color pair of glasses? That's a little personal, ain't it?
Y'all stop.
No, I'm messing with you, dog. See, that's why we got this. No, Rochelle, for Rochelle. Randy Green.
Okay.
Randy's channel members.
I just want Randy to know that I'm watching him. And when your name get out of green, when you ain't coming back in, because you asked too many questions.
What color is yours, bro? No, I was playing with you. What's your color? God dog.
I'm green with a lock.
Okay.
I can throw you out the room. But when you change to them regular colors, and
what's
not
in that cup right now? Because you sure you're talking mess.
What's in that cup? Did you like the stream, Randy?
Did I what?
What
is that?
This is why we love for people to come up, man.
Because if you ain't promoting us and if you ain't like the screen, we going to really knock you down. Because
but I got to say this though, real quick, Randy. No, I do appreciate what you're saying because I get what you're saying. I ain't lose context of it. The context of it is Ken, y'all doing a good job. Basically, you saying the hell with them people. Stop talking about them.
Taking off, man.
Yeah. Don't get caught up in mentioning them people because y'all doing well. Trust me, I understand what you're saying. I just wanted to make sure you knew. That it's all right. I'm still on point. We ain't lost ourselves. But every now and again, you gotta let a few folk know. Don't play with me, man.
Y'all gonna be in a spot where y'all are gonna start raising $1 million. Y'all gonna have $1 million.
Hey Randy, what we so I had a conversation on Sunday. Shout out to my brother Kevin. Let me know you out there, Kevin, if you watch. He might be asleep right now, but Michelle know what we waiting on. We waiting on that confirmation. Soon as we get that confirmation, boy, we getting super active. And we're gonna do some big things, man. And then people will know.
$1 million, yes. Yep.
Man, we going for it. It's gonna be easy to get to. We know it.
That's right.
You know, and we working, man. We really are. And we listen, I just want to say this publicly though. Like, we don't have to stop. Like, seriously, we don't have to stop. Like, I know we had an initiative, but I don't want to do anything right now because on July the 14th, we have the JSU Day of Giving coming up. I don't want to mess with anything. I don't want to get in the way of that. I want everybody to focus on that. We will not do any initiatives. Anything will be outside of that. So get ready for July the 14th, Day of Giving JSU, and donate in a big way. So every time you, we want to make sure we hit $1 million that day.
Listen, that's what's up. So 1400 Club, we're gonna be ready for that. So y'all get your coins ready, get your folding.
So we raking in a lot of dollars right now, man. We doing some big things at the university, man. Shout out to the, to the whole entire, to the administration, the athletic staff, AD, coaches, everybody, man. We got that money from Diddy last Friday. Shoot, man, we work. So you take that money from Diddy, you add up the fundraiser with the KC 1400 collected. Hey, man, listen, we break in 700,000, man.
Yeah.
Hey, Ken.
Yep.
Without even trying.
Huh?
Ken, hey, let me do a plug right here. Shout out. I ran into a couple from Dallas and Soleil over the weekend, man. Shout out to Mr. Leslie Peters and his wife. They was so excited about the fundraiser, man, and they donated 2 or 3 times.
Awesome.
So they say looking forward to another fundraiser. They're willing to give. They love what's going on. They said, saying shout out to everybody on the platform. Keep doing what we're doing. They said when we get ready to do anything as far as feeding the coaches or whatever, let them know. So, but shout out again to Mr. Leslie Peters and his wife by way of Columbia, Mississippi.
Shout out Mr. Leslie Peters and his lovely wife, man.
Hey, shout out to you guys, the Peters family. Thank you so much. Appreciate the support. Hey, you guys, we got something small. We looking to try to get done. Camp starts 7/26. That's a Wednesday. We might, Casey, we know the family. We might put together it's hot out there, y'all. We might add a couple pallets of water and Gatorade or something, man, just to add to the stash and make sure that they hydrated over there. We don't know, you know what I'm saying? Whatever we feel like doing, because we do what we want to do. That's the beauty of it. And we're gonna keep it active. And like I said, what we do is in an addition to, but we don't try to make anything shake. We did talk to Coach TC Taylor, but I got a date on some stuff that I'm also working on. Zoe and I are working on that ain't got nothing to do with the live stream, but we're just waiting for that.
Ken, because we discussed this. Let me say here on record again. What this platform and what Ken and I do, we work in concert with the university, with the Blue Beaner Athletic Association, and with the Tiger Fund.
Right.
And we're part of the 1400 Club. We're all one JSU. We are not clicked up.
Not at all.
We don't work against them. We don't work in silos. We work in concert together. Matter of fact, when we were at the event on Monday, I introduced Ken to the the president over the BBA. And, you know, that's why I even got the information for the commercial flight. So we work in concert. We are one JSU.
That's right. Public service announcement. LaDon, I would like to meet y'all. I'll be in Mississippi the last week of July. So I would love to meet some of y'all. And y'all really stay hydrated because the way they looking, the way this weather is looking in Texas and New Orleans.
Hey, it's ma'am.
It's all over.
It was
absolutely
106 degrees today.
Hey, don't want to make light. I know Zoe didn't mention the 14. Hold on, Zoe didn't mention the 1400 Club because we are part of the 1400 Club, but keep that in mind. So when you Blue Bengal Tiger Fund, 1400 Club, all affinity groups and fundraise booster groups for the university in various different aspects. So find something that suits your fancy. Get active.
Right.
Be a part of it. All like he said, we all work in concert. But even that, you have the 1400 Club and you have what we're doing.
Right.
Like I said, we draw a separation for a reason. We're not tied to the university. We keep trying to tell folks that we're in a different avenue when it comes to being at the university. The platform is not officially tied to Jackson State in any way. We just represent Jackson State from a association standpoint and love for JSU type standpoint. So this is kind of like an unofficial fan page. We'll say it that way.
Listen, so can I do a little praise report?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So I have been telling y'all that I've been officially associate marriage family therapist for like a month. And in that month, I've gotten it's unheard of to get a client every day when you're not advertising only on Psychology Today. So I'm looking to partner with the Black Chamber of Commerce. They actually rent out spaces, which I think is amazing.
We talked about that.
Small businesses. Yeah. And so they have spaces that you could do virtual or you could do every other day, but I actually need it 3 times a week. So I'm applying for it, and prayerfully I get it because all my clients want to come in live. And y'all, I want you to know that Black people are looking for therapy, and I'm so freaking excited that I got Black men and Black women. I have not yet, a day has not passed by when someone has sent me a space saying, I love your profile, can me and you talk, and everyone I've talked to, they've been excited. So this is a blessing for me. I'm really, really excited about
nice
people. So yeah, I just want to share that with y'all.
Mr. Leslie Peters from Marion County that coached East Marion and Ricky Oliver. Homeboy. Had to put that out there. Hey, so listen, y'all. Listen, I'll have that conversation. Zoe and I will. It's hot, man. So we might have to really look. We'll get with the coaches and see about those fans. We might have to get a couple fans for practice. That might be something we need to look into.
Because it's crazy hot. Y'all.
It's hot. Listen, I saw it. So on top of that alert, there was a oh yeah, I did see that. Yeah, they got some they do got some dog houses. That was dope. I like that idea, man. Shout out to Alabama, man. I told you Alabama.
Tennessee State as well, man.
Yeah, shout out to Tennessee State.
Ice hockey.
They're gonna be the first HBCU to do ice hockey.
Yeah, congratulations.
Yeah.
Kudos to them.
And we gonna kill it too. We gonna kill it. Watch.
But
what's the entertainer say?
We hope they do well.
I know.
Ain't no we.
Right? Yeah, I was.
Hey, no, we ain't in on that.
Crazy.
We know we're root for them. You know what I'm saying? And
root for them. Hey, don't get all of them.
Because they're gonna be the only Black kids.
But no, what was I just thinking about?
The water and the heat.
No, I was talking about it's hot. So I got an alert today, man. Just like with the CNN, with Trent, brother Trent's case, 9 deaths, I think, in Texas, man.
Listen.
Just said 9. Said it was 9. I think the report said 9 heat-related illnesses, man. So I always saying, folks, is make sure you're hydrated, man. You know what I'm saying? get hydrated, man. Fans of 5,000 and Northern Tool might have to.
Hey man,
might have to look into
if
that.
you're drinking alcohol, you better turn around and double up on that water afterwards.
Listen.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm gonna tell you like this. Yesterday, and I was on my way home, got in the car, and the temp reached 113 out here in Dallas.
Bro, I was there. Layover. I had to switch airports, and just walking out the airport, it felt like I walked into a sauna, bro. I said, "Lord have mercy! I can't wait to get back."
I'm saying, like, I got on the bus yesterday morning. Fine. I told the wife, I said, "Nah, come pick me up because I know it's gonna be crazy hot out here." And it's like, soon as we got in the car on our way to the house, 113. That was the highest that it hit this year.
Hey, we gonna definitely look into something, LaDon. That's a conversation. We have an alum that definitely talked to about it. We'll look into that. We may go ahead and pull the plug on 2 of them just for the sake of it. And I don't see how that could be a bad thing because it's hot out there, man. We ain't trying to lose nobody or lose no players and I know the strength and conditioning.
And lose no coaches while you're playing.
Without question.
You know what I'm saying? So water is this thing.
Well, that has a lot to do with the times. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You get out there early, you know what I'm saying, and knock out it wide before it get too hot.
Yeah.
But Josh, absolutely he is. No doubt about it. No doubt about it. Shouldn't the conference get those for teams? It's a good question.
Be nice.
Because we're definitely in the deep south.
No, that's not a
right.
I get it. That's not a conference-wide thing on any level to do that.
That's a school thing.
Yep.
That's not even a conference mission, no matter what conference it is.
Right.
A conference isn't in the business of maintaining or acquiring things from member institutions.
Right.
Facts.
So
right. In fact, it would go against holding the institutions to the standard that they have to meet to actually be in the conference.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, like you said, it's true because a lot of people don't know that sometimes they say, "Well, I don't feel hot," and just because you don't feel hot doesn't necessarily mean you're not hot. And I looked at my phone today just to check the weather. My phone literally said it was 100 in hell out there today. So people understand that. Once we start hitting 100 in hell, that's what my phone.
Hey, I'll tell you what. If your mom, CB, how old are you?
53.
Okay, watch this. You're 53. I'm 44. Ken's and Shay under me, and then you have Nook, who's still in his 30s. I'm bringing this to a point because I don't think people talk about this enough. We don't really, and sometimes I'm not saying that we're losing the thought or we just truly forget how old we are, but you get lost in, you deal with you every day. So sometimes you don't realize your age.
Yep.
Your mind is telling you one thing and you're going off field, but then you forget and realize how old you are. And so we move around. I'm saying we, like, is all of us, and we move around as if we're 20. You see what I'm saying? And you can't do that. Each year you age, things are changing.
Yep.
And so just because you did something last summer doesn't equate to you can do it this summer. So I'm telling you, remember the number that you carry and you better move like it.
Yep.
So I'm telling you right now, because we had a postal worker to lose his life at work on his route.
He was 60.
First day of summer in Texas. So I'm telling you right now. So I'm telling you right now, you can play with this heat if you want to. Your ass better hydrate. And if you drink alcohol, you better double up on the hydration.
Let me tell you something, man. Though it's so hot outside that alcohol don't even hit the same.
Man, let me tell you something.
Like, I don't know about y'all, but I just, because I don't drink that much anymore anyway. Like, it's social. It's like really social. And even that, like, my tolerance too low. And it's too hot to me, man. It's like, I ain't trying to sweat like that. And I sweat bad. And
listen, I'm anemic. I'm anemic.
Hey, we was
anemic. The heat
at the fundraiser.
The heat don't feel to me like it does to everybody else. And I'm telling you, bro, you're breaking the sweat in the shade here in Mississippi.
Oh yeah, human. But that's why folk that don't understand why me and Zoe was standing where we were standing at, it was a vent right there. I wasn't trying to be cool. I was trying to be cool.
It may be a good thing that the game's gonna be at night this year.
Michelle, that's out. We need them fans even at night.
I know what I'm saying. Imagine it in the day, because I just think it's gonna be really, really hot. It's gonna be crazy.
Oh, it's gonna be hot.
And
man,
so,
no, hey, bro, I swear I do, man. Y'all don't understand. I was looking cool in that green suit, but boy, that white dress shirt. I said, I ain't no way I'm putting no tie on.
Man, we were hot as I don't know what up in the thing.
And let me tell you something. TD will tell you, listen, all I know is that when I took that jacket off, boy, that thing was good and damp. Do you hear me? I'm talking about white beater. Let me correct that. Tank top and dress shirt was soaking wet. Yes, sir.
Couldn't do it.
Yeah,
couldn't
man.
do it.
But now it's hot. I hopefully, man, one thing we ain't considered is that going into the football season, that we don't have this crazy hurricane season. You know what I mean? Because we are going into Miami, and we know that we're going right into, that heat get the percolating. It can get weird down there in that area in the Gulf, man. So hopefully everything checks out and we good, but we'll see.
Hey, so I'm glad you said that, man. I had to consider that because, man, that be the time I want to go outside, man. I mean, now I do walk at a park that got trees, but I be wanting to be out though. Now, for just wanting to stay, but that's not. I be wanting to get out, man. So yeah, I listen to the advice.
Nah, man. Bro, hey, take that water with you, bro. I'm serious.
Well, I drink a lot of water. I stay hydrated, and I don't drink, so
But I'm gonna tell y'all last night yesterday, it was still at 10 o'clock, it was still 95 degrees out here.
Oh, without question.
Yep.
hey, I'm gonna say this, Ronald Hunt. I got cooked in 21 and 22. Matter of fact, 21 was better than 22 because 21 a monsoon came down.
So did. Good Lord.
Minutes.
So we ran out of tunnel.
It poured down raining and it cooled us off a little bit. So I'm hoping for some overcast, maybe a little shower, you know what I'm saying, a little something later, but hopefully it ain't like it was last year. Because last year it was bad.
We was on the shade side last year, man. So that was a little better.
Yeah, we finna get a rotisserie chicken this year though.
Man, I feel sorry for you, man. I see why this.
I'll just tell you like this right here. I'm gonna in my backpack. I'm gonna have an extra pair of undies, t-shirt, and shorts. I'm not even trying to be funny. I'm saying
gotta have it though.
I'm gonna soak through it. I'm gonna be so. I'm telling you, it's so hot out there, man. It's just the humidity, man. And I sweat. I done bought new. Read to tell you, I done bought the same hats over and over and go again. I run through hats.
I want y'all to look what TJ Henson wrote. He says, "Don't drink cold water after coming out of the heat. Not good for the heart. Room temperature water only."
Right. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah, you should really only drink room temperature. And also, I'm glad you pinned that one in. What Brother TD said, and I want to say this, and I have to be careful. Like when I say things, I don't mean to offend people, but I know a lot of times people say they drink water and this and that. I would just say to people, be intentional about knowing exactly how much water you drink. Because for people who, quote, don't like water, right? And I'm one of those people who never understood how people don't like water. Like I hear people say, I don't like water. It ain't got no taste. I'm like, because it's water. That's in fact, when your water got a taste, that's a problem, right? So, but be intentional, not just about drinking water, but thinking about literally how much water you drink. And to be able to keep it, what I do is I keep 20-ounce bottles. I buy a lot of 20-ounce bottles, and I drink 3 20-ounce bottles throughout the day. That gives me 60 ounces, and then I know I can pick up my other 4 ounces somewhere. You can do 4 16-ounce bottles. If you do 4 16-ounce bottles, you can do that 64 ounces. But you need to know specifically how much water you're drinking to be intentional about it, because a lot of times we'll say I drink a lot, and you may have maybe 16 ounces, or because you may not like it. I'll shut up. Go ahead, Zoe.
No, I'm wearing white.
To echo Seeley, every single adult, your floor is 64 ounces.
Right.
But here's the thing. And a whole lot of us out here that's fully grown adults past the age of 40 that's really like 145 pounds and less. So if you're above 145 pounds, your flow needs to be 80 ounces, bare minimum.
Know what your flow is. Whatever you weigh is divided by 2 ounces.
Thank you.
I weigh 200 pounds. You have 100 ounces.
By what?
So
if you weigh 200 pounds, the water you drink is 100 because you're sweating so much and you're doing so much.
I need 150 ounces.
Yes, you do.
Every day.
Every day, because that's minimum based on your sweat and what it does need to do for your body. So it's always being nice. It's half of your weight.
Also, hydration for today is not today.
Right.
Hydration for today is yesterday.
Exactly.
Or the day before.
Exactly.
It's the day before. So, like, if you can't just start this morning and that's what it's for today. No, everything you do for today is for tomorrow. That's the way your body works when it comes to soaking in water. Also, you need room temperature to lowly chill water. Do not be out here drinking ice cold water. You're gonna drink a whole lot less of it. Trust me when I tell you.
Right.
Your body ain't gonna consume it the same neither.
And then too, hey man, I tell you another thing I drink when I know I'm finna. Man, I've been drinking that Pedialyte, man.
Yeah, I said the same thing yesterday.
I had speaking of Raising Cane's, I had a really bad experience from Raising Cane's last Friday. I ate some bad strips or something, man, and it had me going all night.
Man,
it messed me up bad, man. That's why I had to change my flight because I was like bad. I'm talking about diarrhea, like extreme. I don't know what it was. I told Zoe it was bad, man. I was in the bed all day. I changed my flight. I was supposed to leave by Saturday morning. I changed that. I was like, no, I can't go. I tried noon. I was like, I'm still trying to recoup because my energy got low. And then I wound up. But then I'm gonna tell you something. I was drinking a lot of water though, because when you're going through that, you're losing a lot of fluids because that's how it's coming out. But boy, that Pedialyte is a lifesaver, boy. Because when you're sweating, you're not just losing water, you're losing electrolytes, you're losing all kind of stuff in your body. And just water just doesn't give you just that. You need water, but you also want to add something else to that water. If you got 150, for me it'd be 140 fluid ounces a day. But I still need to add some extra water in there, that's gonna be able to add a little something to that. Like we was talking to whatchamacallit about like why they use the little fruit snacks after they work out, quick sugar, stuff like that, man.
Mm-hmm.
Give you a quick little jolt. So there's ways to do it. You gotta be intentional about it. And if you want to drink less water, lose some weight.
Also, while we're talking about drinking all this water, if you're drinking sodas, coffee, and tea, you gotta drink more water. Because the water, tea, and Coke is dehydrating you. Just like alcohol, lowering your blood and sucking the water out of you. So I'm telling you right now, you can mess around because I'm gonna tell you like this: you're gonna be out here, your ass gonna stop sweating, you're gonna be in trouble.
Hey, Benita, Miss Benita, I'm telling you, that liquid IV, boy, that thing shook me back against Grambling, boy. It was helping some, but that was probably the worst experience I had, man, in a football game, probably ever. That Grambling game last year, I was close, man. I had to get up and run to that tunnel. I was like, I'm done. I can't sit out no more.
Wow.
And the bad thing about heat exhaustion, it lingers.
Yes.
Yeah.
It lingers I'm talking about days later. Where you still dealing with just like your equilibrium being slightly off. Like you don't want to go to that level where you pass out and need to go get put in the hospital and the IV in you. And I think they have something where you can go actually get like an IV where you can hydrate that way, like prior to stuff like that. Don't like the marathon runners and stuff do stuff like that where they go get like an IV, actual IV.
I mean, they do in certain situations, certain cases. It all depends. I could tell you a story. Like I told a story. I worked at Walmart.
Dallas, right here. Go ahead, Doc.
Yeah, so I worked at Walmart in town Corsicana, about 45 minutes south.
Oh yeah,
Dallas. And so I was a service manager, but they needed me to go out there to push carts because they ain't had no cart pushers out there. So I'm out there in the middle of the day at like around 2 or 3 o'clock where the sun is just up there. And it was probably about 102 degrees out there. Light clothes and everything. By the time I finished everything, man, when you start seeing white dots, bro, sit down, water, Gatorade, Pedialyte. But I felt funky for like at least a day or two because it was just the fact that it like everything was, you know what I'm saying, everything was just thrown off.
Yeah, it takes you a minute.
Can I say something about Gatorade? If you can do Pedialyte, I'm looking research.
We still gonna drink Gatorade now.
I know, but it's something about this. Hear me, y'all. This is what I've been researching about us and why Americans are so sick. Is that a lot of stuff that these companies have here in other countries, it's illegal and they won't allow it. Just hear me. For instance, red dye that they put in our food here is not even allowed in Europe because of the toxins that's in red dye. Right. So America is so far behind that a lot of things that they sell us, when they take it to other countries, they make it better because those countries know that stuff is poison and they don't freaking allow it. And this red dye and green dye that we are ingesting is so toxic. In other countries, like the stuff that Coke sell us here, they don't sell over there. They change it altogether. But because we are so money hungry here, they don't care. They just don't care about us.
Now listen, all I'm gonna say is this right here: ain't nobody selling no Pedialyte at the work.
I know that, but I'm just
no. This is what I'm saying. Like, if you're gonna do that, you need to be prepared to have your own. You can't take that stuff into the stadium. So what I'm saying, that's true. So this goes back to Zoe's point. You need to drink that a day before.
You do.
Right. Yeah, you need to start preparing for that.
When everybody was falling out the game,
so like, we gonna have our Airbnb, but we gonna have some Pedialyte in that mug. We gonna some cool Pedialyte.
Bring your ass to Hall Life Stadium being cute.
For sure. But the one thing about the red dot, when you say don't drink Gatorade, that's just one flavor.
No,
get that lemon lime, man.
I'm gonna send y'all the link, but I'm really pissed off of all the stuff that they give us here. They changed that.
Here's the thing, though. This is what I say about that, though. Either you're gonna not consume it, because you can't avoid it other than just not consuming it.
Yeah,
that's the only way. That's with everything, though. Because I was watching something where they was talking about when they went to I think it was like a travel channel, like YouTube or something. They go to these other countries and they go for like vacation and they eat and they don't get as full as they would get. I forget where it was at, but it just talked about the additives and preservatives. To your point, Rochelle, like the stuff that we're consuming here is just it's a little different because of course it's a money hungry society that we live in, and the reality of it is that at this point we're conditioned, but you can still navigate around that stuff through what you've done, exercise and portion control. Because you got people that around here like, man, don't eat white rice, don't eat brown rice, and then you got how many fat Asians you see? That's not a sumo wrestler.
Right.
I don't see a lot of fat. They eat rice all the time. What it is portion control.
Yeah, and they also eat a whole lot.
You got so much food on your plate. I had 3 plates over there. They were small plates, but one of them had fruit on it though. So I tried to, you know what I'm saying. But we had stuff. Would you 6 what?
I had 6 plates.
The only thing
you went back?
You attaching to his word?
Listen.
Oh, I only had what I had. Oh, you must snuck back.
Wait, check this out. Fundraiser is something good. Is that Liquid 5 is a packet that you can just add to your water in the stadium. I'm just giving y'all different things that y'all could do. So it's a packet, just add it to your water. Because it's gonna be hot in August, y'all.
So we'll have some. Listen, we make the point. I think when the time rolls around, we'll definitely be. I just know that one thing I don't do on game day anymore. I don't want no parts of that because I ain't. It's not a. I ain't drinking alcohol on day of the game.
Yeah.
You working?
Yeah.
Man, I ain't gonna be sweating like a. Come on, man. Sweating like a hostage on the live stream. We ain't doing no live stream in the sun. We're gonna go somewhere with some shade. Hey, SVP, where you at, man? Where you at, man? You traveling, huh?
Yeah, then Steel City, ain't it?
You over there in Pittsburgh or something like that. Pittsburgh, Delaware. You over there in Baltimore, somewhere. But no, man, I ain't gonna say I'm gonna have a little Gatorade, Crown Apple, and water. I understand it. You're gonna be sitting down in the stand too. That's it. Let me tell you something. Games like Florida, like this Florida A&M game, that's when you don't mind being in the nosebleed because it's shade up there.
I learned my lesson.
Trying to be close to the field.
First year down there on the front row.
Hey, and that field is hot, bro. That field is hot.
Is it artificial turf? Doesn't it make it hotter?
Yes.
Grass.
Yeah.
That's grass.
Okay.
Florida is hot.
So Hard Rock Stadium is what, turf?
It's grass.
That helps, man. That helps, man. Oh man, that helps. That
Okay,
turf.
thank you. We got listen. We getting some good information. We just want y'all to be fine and be okay, because I just think this weather is disrespectful. Like tomorrow.
Let me. Pedialyte, Vinegar, NyQuil, Blue Star Ornament. I raised 9. This kept them from Dr. B. Okay, there you go, DJ Scratch.
Yes. And also, in fact, tomorrow it's gonna be 100 degrees here, but then in 2 more days it's gonna be 70 degrees. It's a.
We don't have that problem. We don't have that problem.
We're gonna see at least 80.
So it's gonna be 78 degrees at night.
Yeah, we ain't got that problem.
Where?
In the South.
In Jackson.
In Louisiana, neither.
Yeah, but now we got Atlanta. This is the cool part about being in Atlanta and that game starting at 7:30.
Great.
That is fantabulous.
Because last time it was hot as hell there too.
So was it a night game last time?
Nope. Yeah, but the heat in Atlanta ain't like this here.
What is it different?
Oh, it's a world away.
Oh, okay.
Nah, I don't even know why they got the name Hot Atlanta.
Orange Blossom Classic. Blue Blossom Classic game gonna be 3 p.m.
Ooh, that's in the heat of the summer.
Yeah. So
the last time Jackson State was in Atlanta for the Me at Swag Challenge, I think it was like 100 degrees, and then it was on the field it's like 120.
I had a T-shirt on my head, as I know it was hot.
This is why I hate that we play Southern in September, man, and we go into Baton Rouge.
It's gonna be hot, and then when you get to Texas, down to San Marcos, it's gonna be crazy hot.
Nah, we'll be fine to San Marcos. I think we'll be fine.
That means in July though.
It's ain't gonna be a 6. No, we might be right about that, Doc. Wait a minute.
I'm about to say it's 6 o'clock, bro. It's still gonna be like 90-something degrees out there.
It'd be hot. Well, we don't know. We gotta hope that maybe it rained earlier that day or something and cool it off.
You already know what that stadium look like because it ain't got no shade to it.
Which one?
I know it'll be
over in the San Marcos.
Oh,
it ain't got no shade to it, bro.
I'll be ready to buy the Miss fans too.
Yeah.
Hey, wait, man. I'm about to roll up out of here, man.
You by yourself?
Yeah.
My holler at y'all. You got love. Go Tigers.
Yes, sir, brother. Miracle Sports Grambling Band does have, man, they had black unis though. I sat there and watched that young brother in that Grambling game, man. They were getting cooked. They were falling left and right.
Yeah, they were coming down the steps, falling.
Man, that was bad, man. They had one young brother. Yeah, it was hot and humid, Miss Benita, but thank goodness it's at 7:30 this time. So hopefully by the end it'll be getting dark. And then that's gonna be a night game there, so we'll be fine.
I went to the game where Texas Southern played Southern last season, and they had Southern band on the other side where it was just straight up sun just beaming down on them. They had to go inside the tunnel.
I think in the in this game this time around, I don't know, man. I know we're gonna have our uniforms on, but we wearing white this year, EA. So y'all got that. Y'all gonna either wear orange or green. It's up to y'all. Yeah. So we get the light color this time around.
Hey, do we flip sides, King?
Yep, we do.
Mm-hmm.
That song was serious.
And the other thing about what happened to the Grambling band is that because I've been sitting on the visitor side since 1975.
Right.
The sun is more intense over there because the sun sets in the west you guys on the home side, the sun sets behind y'all.
Mm-hmm.
So y'all lose sun quicker. And so when you're on the visitor side, one of the reasons we like it is because I hate cold weather. So in August, you know, I wear my sunscreen, which is the other thing we haven't mentioned is Black folks out there who not wearing sunscreen, please start wearing sunscreen.
I sure wear it now.
You know, but for me, being on the visitor side, I like it because in October and November we have extra sun. But yeah, that's the other thing about bands that you would think that bands that are used to coming to the vet for a 3 o'clock game, by now, you know, you would know that hey, the sun is hot and longer on that visitor side just because we're facing the west, and so we getting the total max of it.
Yep, that's correct. I sit in the horseshoe, man. My legs would be getting cooked, man. Oh my goodness, man. I hated it, but now what I do now on the sideline. I just go pick a little spot to stand in. If we go to getting cooked a little too much, I'll just go to the bathroom. That's the one thing that has helped. I keep me a bottle of water in my bag, and I go and just keep drinking. And then usually down there they'll have some Gatorade, and I'm gonna grab me some. I'm gonna drink some. Hey, it be hot out there, man. Dion, listen. One thing that Dion did not get right, the time to change the time of the games, man. I hated that. But again, I ain't gonna say he didn't get right. I'm just messing with a few folks. We did have a lot of games on TV, but my goodness, man, them daytime games was killing us. Early games, 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock, man.
That ain't right in the South. You don't do that.
Yeah, if you're trying to start a day game, you should be around 3 o'clock. You know, I was always one of those people who I was always cool with 3, even if people say 4, that's fine. I just, you know, I don't like cold weather, so I told you my fandom stops at 45 degrees. I'm with you, true blue. When it's 45 degrees, I start getting my tickets away. The seat ain't gonna be empty. There's gonna be somebody else in it other than me.
You're a mess. You are, man.
He said, "You ain't gonna put no coat on, no jeans."
Look here. Now, my number one sport was baseball, and you know when baseball starts, it's still kind of chilly. There is no pain. I played a little football, played basketball. There's no pain greater than playing baseball in February.
Yeah, buddy.
It's the end of that bat, and that chill go up that bat up your hands like this right here. And you running down first base like this all the way down. Look here. I would tell Coach, I said, Coach, them February games, you got me for 2 or 3 innings. These games don't count. I'm gonna see you in March, Coach.
Yeah, man, right there.
These February games don't count, Coach. I'm gonna give you 2-3. I'm gonna give you 2-3. Like after my crab year, after my freshman year, or the rest of my time in high school, I wasn't playing in February. That's for people trying to make the team, Ken. That's who play in February.
Yes, indeed. I ain't too big on cold myself, man. I'm a bundle up, man. I'm gonna make sure I have on what I need to have on, but that cold weather, I ain't trying to do that either. Not at all. I made the mistake, Celie, when we snowed. I'll never forget when we first got that snow and we were playing football outside. I had me a big country, James Johnson jersey. And man, we out there. I'm running the ball, I'm tackling the jokers in the snow. So I damn near got frostbite. I made the absolute worst mistake of my life.
What did you do?
Some warm, hot water, man.
Oh, yes. Oh, no.
I was a kid. I was in the 10th grade when this happened. My sister contested it because she just laughed at me. But I laid on the ground, balled up in fetal position in my birthday suit, crying. Because I had to jump out that water, man. When I say it felt like my body was on fire, man.
Yep.
You're not supposed to get in. You're not supposed to get in hot water. You're supposed to get in cold water, and I didn't know that.
Yep.
Yeah, man.
Did you get the little stick pin tingles?
Man, I had on the tip of my fingers. It felt like my hands was on fire.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It felt like my hands was on fire, man. It felt like somebody had a lighter and just was holding them to the tips of my finger, man. Hands was on fire, man. That was. Hey, You're delayed again. Hold on just a second. How you doing, brother? You on mute.
Can't hear.
Okay. I got it.
What's going on with you?
Good, man. Just trying to get in this conversation. Y'all talking about passing out and stuff like that.
Pause the background.
But you echoing. Are you on as well?
Y'all talking about passing out and stuff like
Undo the YouTube so we can.
I just did it.
Okay, there you go.
Hey, y'all need to get some mobile IV. This is what we got here in Miami.
They have that in Miami?
Yeah, Miami. So y'all come to Miami Gardens, just request it.
Wow.
So it's gonna cost, but you
when
can
you
get
say
it.
Request that. What do you mean by that?
Okay, so you mentioned IV earlier, right? So
Yeah,
if you need that, if you're about to faint or pass out, they'll come and give you a mobile IV, so you can hydrate yourself.
Wow.
Yeah, so they have it in Fort Lauderdale, Miami, Coral Gables. So
it'll be at the stadium when everybody's there.
Yeah, they'll pull up on you. They'll pull up on you and give it to you.
Oh, okay. I see what you mean. That's something that you reach out. Okay.
Yeah. What I'll do is if I'll send it to your DM.
Okay.
If that's something that you guys want.
Man, listen, I may need to go holler at them before the game. Be like, go on, plug me up, man. I'm finna go in here and sweat it all out anyway.
Right. Makes sense. I gotta cover that school symbol because it ain't JSU.
I ain't even pay no attention to it. Who you wearing?
It's Miami-Dade.
Oh no, you good, man. Miami-Dade, that's fine.
We ain't got no football team.
No, you good, man. No, you good. No, that's good information to know, man. We definitely keep that in mind. The objective is, especially when that game, we get ready to. We've been in and had the Atlanta game behind us, so when we get ready to go to Miami, we definitely gonna be dropping a lot of just saying, "Hey, man, today is the day." So that Wednesday show, man, we're gonna tell everybody they need to have all their stuff. They need to be drinking Wednesday. Load up on all your vitamins and everything, man. Be intentional.
Yeah.
Don't be waiting until it's time to get to the game, and then you be like, "Oh, I'm here now." Because what we do when we get to Miami, we start drinking. We don't get the right amount of sleep.
You don't need it because this sun out here is something else.
Yeah, man. And man, me and Zoe, we was sitting in my nephew last year, man, and we was soaked, man. I was soaking wet. Even when I go back and look at them photos, man, I was like, I had on Navy. Yeah, I had on a Navy t-shirt. Man, that t-shirt wasn't no more good, man. It wasn't no more good. Even when you look at it, you soaking wet. So I know it was a blue out or whatever, but I'm wearing white. I'm rocking white that game.
Yeah, sir.
I wear Navy to the first game though, but I'm definitely wearing white to Miami, without question.
White out for us in Miami.
We're gonna be the visiting team, so
when you hot like when y'all hot like that, what do y'all typically eat?
Say that again.
When y'all hot like that, do you typically eat like burgers or what? You like fruit or salad or what?
I don't eat.
I'll try
eating them burgers and all that grease ain't gonna help.
I don't eat during the game. Yeah, I eat a good breakfast, man, before the game, or I eat at the tailgate. But when the game is on, like for me, man, Jack State's this thing about Jack State football, I get extremely anxious for the game. Like I pace, like anybody right next to me, like I feel like I'm about to play. So my adrenaline be flowing, and it's just like I'm locked in. Don't text me, don't call me, don't talk to me about anything that don't pertain to the game. I'm gonna walk away from you. I'm gonna block you. I ain't gonna block you. I'm just gonna ignore you. And the most annoying thing in the world, for those that know, I said in section 112, I used to get annoyed, man. People want to talk about everything except the game. When the game starts, I'm like, I don't care nothing about none of that right now. We ain't talking about what's been going on between them lines right there. I don't want to talk about it. So when it comes to eating, I don't eat nothing. I can't eat. I'm too hyped. I got my adrenaline flowing too high.
Speaking of the game, I can't wait to see this. If I'm not mistaken, there's no huddle offense.
Yeah, it's gonna be fast paced, man. It's gonna be fast paced. I think
can't say too much.
FAMU is they think they got the edge this year. I love it. I love that they got the juice and the confidence. They the most confident team that got the brakes beat off of them than I ever seen in my life. And their confidence stems from standpoint that Dion is left and JSU ain't got no team. So let's keep it that way.
They got JD in the slot or Seven McGee, or you don't know, or you can't say.
JD running back.
JD running back.
JD running back. Oh, okay.
Seven receiver.
Okay.
And
no. Seven McGee is a football
JD
player.
playing running back, and he gonna be used in the passing game. Seven playing wide receiver, and he gonna be used in the running game. There you go.
They didn't put me in the slot.
We loaded in the slot, so they're gonna have to. They just tell them they need to make sure they got their DBs are ready to get bum rushed.
Can you see what LaDon said?
I saw it. That's a whole lot of Pedialyte.
Hey,
LaDon be on it, don't she? She just
this service right here. Hey, at this point, if I need it, let me tell you like this right here. They could have charged me $500 at Grambling game. I would have swiped. I'd be like, man, take that card, man. I don't ever want to feel like that again, man. Because here's the worst part. This is what made it bad. What made it bad was I was like, I still gotta walk to the car. Like I am, man. Let me tell you something. Anybody that saw me, I'm standing there like that bottle of water that I had. Bottle of water, I was pouring the bottle of water on my head.
Yeah.
Like I was cooling off my brain, man. I was in that tunnel and people were laid out all up through that damn tunnel, man.
Through there.
Man, it was poke laid out everywhere, man. I said,
that's the Grambling game you went to?
Yeah, and so I went and sat back down, man, and I was like, okay, all right, I'm gonna just go back down here and sit down. I kept walking. I walked from one end of the I went inside the tunnel and just started walking because I kept saying if I walk and just stay moving and try to be regular, eventually I'm gonna shake back and I drink the water. I'm walking and drinking my water, but I'm not in the sun. I'm in the shade. I'm in the tunnel of the vet. So I'm like, I went back to the section, went back to 112, sit down. Zoe crazy behind came with Zoe went and bought some cool lights. There was no water. We run out of water that game, remember? I said, bro, I ain't drinking that. I don't want none of that. I don't want no parts of that, man. So I'm sitting down, y'all. And what's up, big dog? So I'm sitting down and I literally feel, CD, I feel my body, I'm losing control of my body right now. I feel it.
Wow.
And some said, Ken, you better get up. And I had just sat down. I sat down, I'm sitting down for like literally, I'm probably sitting down 2 minutes. And I'm just like, I'm shaking. I'm like, I said, nope. I said, man, I can't do this. I just jumped back up. Everybody looking like, I said, man, I'm out. I'm gone, man. I can't do this no more. I went back to I've been back to the shade in the tunnel and I stood there. I walked to the other side and I went on the right side of the boom. And somehow we caught a breeze in that tunnel. I was in the shade. I stood there the rest of the game. Yeah. I stood there the rest of the game. Now, this is why I stood there. By the time the game was over with, we monkey stomped them now. I started walking back to 112, and me and Zoe we went back down to the field. The reason I wanted to go back down to the field because I knew it was cold Gatorade and water down there toward the locker room. So I was like, I'm gonna go get water. No, it wasn't no water, bro, in the concession stand. That was over with.
We had the water, it was not.
Wow.
So Ken, your body don't adjust to the heat. Like once you be in the sun.
I don't think you understand what I just told you. No. My body. I'm from the heat. I've been there, but the problem was I didn't hydrate properly.
Right.
It don't make no difference where you're from and what you. If you get caught slipping.
Heat.
Yeah,
man.
The day before, you should have been drinking a whole lot of water.
Well, I had on. Well, here's the other thing too. I had on all red. That was that red out. And I had on some red shorts. I had on that thin. I had the Tiger Talk long sleeve red. That was fine, but I think I had that towel on my head and I had my hat on, so I was drinking water, but that water was going out so fast, Michelle, that I wasn't replacing it fast enough.
Yep.
And I went below my meter. My meter went off.
That's why people don't understand. You can die from not listen. You can go without eating, but you cannot go without water.
Women, I did the same thing. I had 2 frozen Members Mark 1 liters in my bag. Drunk both of them. It wasn't enough. How you going? I drank 2 1 liters and lost like 7 1 liters of water. Austin, what's up, man?
What's going on, family? Y'all doing all right?
Austin.
What's up, Austin? Somebody said, "Hey, Austin, who that is?"
Me. What was me?
Who that is called you, man? Who that is?
Rochelle.
Gets no gray.
Oh, that was Echo. Oh, I thought that was somebody saying, "Hey, I said somebody must." I'm gonna tell them to get on the screen.
Global.
Look, y'all talking about all this passing out and stuff. I need to get right myself because I don't need to have that camera passing out.
You better make sure them young kids listen. You make sure them young kids drink water, Oscar, because you know these kids don't think they don't understand it. Keep them hydrated the night before, not the day of.
They got more because you're gonna need as much water as you can.
Huh?
Out here in Miami, it gets real bad.
Yeah.
Well, the thing about Miami and like other places that we have that constant wind coming from the ocean. So that's the difference that we get. We get that constant breeze of air.
We ain't got no constant.
But y'all got out there in Atlanta, but in Atlanta, but y'all gonna be inside the dome, so y'all gonna be straight though.
No. We at Georgia State.
We're gonna be outside.
Oh, you're playing Georgia State.
Yeah. So
it's gonna be outside. That's downtown Atlanta. I used to live in Atlanta, so I know.
But even I just love that it's 7:30, man. I'm so happy about that. Listen, that's not having the sun beaming on my head. I'm gonna still hydrate though. But the thing that has changed as I've gotten older. See, listen, I used to tailgate. We were getting hammered on the day of the game. We were drink. We going in the stadium toe up, not like we unfunctional, but we tight, we straight. Or we had in section 112, shout out to Larry and Walter and the whole crew. Shout out to all the folks in 112. We had bag of ice, we had cups, we got all the liquor you want to drink sitting right there in the stadium. We get down with it now. But now I've gotten older, man, and we're using energy. It's different when you're sitting down in the game and you're sitting in one spot, not using the exert energy. But when you're on the field and you're standing up the whole game, or you filming and you recording, TD tell you, like, we moving around the whole time. You're on your feet the whole time. That's why I'm bringing my little stools this year. I'm bringing them stools off. The little portable stools. Oh yeah, I got to have them this time, bro.
I'm gonna get my team some stools because they're gonna be
they need them stools, bro. Order them up
one
now.
Side of the field. So, I already got them coming. They already made that order, so we good on that.
I'm definitely gonna have my stools, man. I got 2 of them. I need to get them I'm gonna have to just pack a bag, bro. Because that stuff I'm getting the most stuff we got. I'm like, my goodness, man. That we got to travel with the Tiger Talk stuff in a vehicle because I ain't flying with that stuff, man. That stuff big, man.
I gotta get knee pads actually. Doing all that squatting and stuff and getting on one knee, get back up, running across the field. So
just don't get no knee pad like Marcus did and wear it as a brace at the golf tournament.
Before I go,
that man went and got a volleyball knee pad and wore it as a what you wear it as, Marcus?
It was not volleyball.
What was it?
It was basketball, but see what happened was, you had me running around.
His roasted him so bad. He's like, wow. He said, man, the leg sleeve. That's crazy.
Well, listen, we don't hit for 3 hours.
You had me running around everywhere and threw my mind off.
I'm about to
for 2 hours.
I got some work to do, but listen, some people talk about Bolden in here. That is, I'm from St. Thomas. So again, I will see y'all later. Stay hydrated. Y'all stay hydrated in the Texas. Marcus.
Yeah, man. And if you're out there, if you have to be outside, man, this is a 2-shower minimum season right now. If you're working on 1 shower,
you shower minimum.
And be ready to shower and musty nuts.
Men get them arms and them
I'm telling you, gonna be around here smelling like Wendy's onions, man. You know what I'm saying? Watch it behind.
Wendy's onions.
For real.
You get around your area.
Smell like a day's single. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, smell like
Male
booty and grits.
Would it be Wendy's or Crystals?
Both of them.
You know, Crystals come with the extra onions. You ain't got extra onions.
This is what's crazy. I used to work for Crystals, and I can't eat them no more. I just refuse to eat them. When I eat Crystals, it reminds me of just it's a painful past, man. I don't want to go back to that place, man. So I'm good.
Look here, once a year. Like since I changed my eating, once a year. And I do mean once a year.
Yeah,
I get that number 3, the double crystal, 3 double crystals with cheese.
Yeah, that double.
I get that 3 double crystals with cheese. No, do it. I can't do it but once a year. I have to save it up.
See, Lee, I used to work there, so I had to come to Atlanta, man, for 6 weeks to train. And I'm telling you, it's a science to how they make them little burgers, man. And I used to eat so many of them. Yeah, man. It is. I used to eat so many of them daggum things, man, that I was like, I'd never eat them things again.
Go right through you.
Yeah.
I tell you another place I used to work.
Hold on, Ken, before you go to the next question. What was your reaction the first time somebody walked through there and they said, "Yeah, let me get 48 crystals"?
I'm gonna tell you exactly when it happened. Crystals is 24 hours.
Yep.
And I was an assistant manager. I think I was like 20. I was in my early 20s, and I'm married, and I'm sitting here like, man, bro, I had just got finished. I was I stopped serving tables at Hops and started working at Target. So I go get this assistant manager job. Now, as an assistant manager, you had to work all shifts as a manager. So it wasn't nothing, C-Lee, for you to work a morning shift, skip the mid, go home, take a nap, and come back at 10 and work the overnight shift.
Yep.
I was like, oh, hell no. And listen, what would happen is you working overnight, and then, I was working over in the Metro Center by the Regions.
That was still open.
It was still open. And them jokers, it's still, see what I'm saying? So what would happen is them jokers would be getting out them clubs, man.
And it's still the same way today.
And you get that rush. And man, joker like, man, let me get 16 cheese. You be like, come on, bro. God. Now, but the worst though, I left, so I got recruited from Crystals, and I was doing such a good job, because as a manager, I get the food, I'll come around the counter and I'll be like, thank you. I had perfect customer service. So an actual recruiter for Taco Bell was there. And the lady was like, man, I really like the way you work. She was like, here's my card. I want to talk to you about a position with Taco Bell. So I left. Obviously, I got recruited. I was like, I'll come to Taco Bell, but you got to make me a GM. I got to be whatever. I left. But then they put me at the damn Taco Bell at Northside Drive.
Ooh,
downtown.
That's another late night. Let me get 14 of them tacos.
Taco Bell on Northside Drive. Listen to me, y'all. I'm from Brown Bottom, so this is down the street from where I'm from. It closed at 2 a.m. on regular nights.
They could have put you on 80.
So here's the thing now. Dog, Friday and Saturday night, bro, it closed at 4 in the morning.
Yep.
And let me tell you something, the worst thing in the world, and see, you talking about being cold, one of them old cold nights, and here it is, we trying to hurry up and we done shut one side down, and we want to try to get out of there early. Man, 2:30 in the morning, 3:30 in the morning, man, it's like, man, let me get 16 hard shell, man. Listen, it's the only thing open in the city. The line is up Northside Drive, bro.
That's that club rush.
So listen, this the crazy part. When we handing you your food, I'm handing you your food, and I look left, and listen, this is the exit. I can still see cars as far as I can see. Bro, it's nonstop.
Yes,
it was nonstop. I hated it, and I'm gonna tell you that job stressed me out so bad. Let me tell y'all something. I'm married with a child, and I had an assistant manager that because what happens is you're supposed to fry the shells for the next shift during your shift. So when I came in to work
7, 8 in the morning.
they didn't fry me none. So we were frying as we were going.
Right.
So I got my assistant manager. Shout out to Sonya, you know what I'm saying? Sonya was like, I know you ain't finna leave. I had a hell of a day, man. I was like, bro, I'm sick of this. I'm done. I had done about had it. I'm up the hill with the stress now. And she coming there was like, well, I know you ain't finna leave. I ain't got no effing no shells. I said, let me tell you something. Sonya, I'm gonna make this real clear for you. At 6 o'clock, I don't give a damn what kind of shells you got. I'm leaving. She said, because she was mad, you know, she was like, I bet you if I walk about this MF, because she was gonna cover the night shift. I bet you if I walk out this MF, you gonna stay here. I said, I don't care if you leave now. I'm leaving at 6.
I'm gonna lock up after you.
So then what she did. Man, that girl, she said, you know what? She went and got her jacket out the office and left. I said, she must think I'm playing. I called Mr. Albert. I said, Mr. Albert, I'm gonna tell you like this right here, man. Sonya's supposed to be covering the shift, and I'm finna leave. So if y'all want a manager to cover this shift, either you can come cover it or you can call her and tell her to come. But I'm finna go. I said, I'm gonna holler at you, man. So my team lead, the shift manager, she like, what's going on? The managers are going crazy. Man, I took my little card out. I'm an assistant manager, I'm a little co-manager. I took my little card out, I gave it to her. I said, look here, come here for a second. I said, here go the keys to the office. She's like, come on, Ken, what you doing? I said, here go this card. It's all yours now. Let me tell you something. Listen, I'm young and we got one vehicle. This before we had 2 vehicles in the family. It's like early in the early 2000s. Dog, I ain't even had no ride. I quit and I walked to my mother-in-law's house. Listen to me, this Northside Drive. I walked all the way down Hanging Moss. They stood on the other end down there in the middle of the night. And I said, them folks called me back. I said, man, I don't give a damn how much you offer me. I ain't never coming back. And that was done with Taco Bell ever since. And then what wound up happening was that's when I wound up going to work for Enterprise.
A journey. What a journey.
I had enough of it, man. I'm telling you. I don't eat at them places. I don't shop at them places. It's traumatizing. I might need to go sit down and sit on Rochelle's couch. I'm traumatized, man.
Well, you had the same journey. My wife, her first career was in fast food. She was a manager for Crystal. She was a manager for Burger King. She was a manager for Popeyes.
Yep. And I almost went to churches.
So when you said that's what they do, they recruit. When you good, they recruited. She made a lot of money, and my wife ended up being a manager trainer because what happened was, and she got the promotion as a manager trainer because when she used to work at the Popeyes on High Street, the white guy who owned all the Popeyes franchises wouldn't put a black person over that store, wouldn't make her, so to keep the business down, to keep the issue down, he made her a manager trainer, and then she became the person who would go to all the stores and get them in shape. So like if you had a franchise that wasn't making money, she became the hatchet lady. She was the person. Yeah, she's the person to come in, Marcus, TD, and pull the receipts. She look at the receipts. She spent her day just looking at the receipts, and then after she looked at the receipts, she lied everybody up. She said, based on these receipts,
to where y'all gotta go home.
I have to go this week. And I'm gonna let y'all decide which school it's gonna be.
Y'all ain't be payroll. Y'all gotta get up out of here.
Hey man, but listen, this is what like this whole I was a lot of even through when I tell people that when I went to Jackson State, I lived off campus. I was married and I never did nothing. I was working, had a family and all that type of stuff. So my point was this. I was like I was doing stuff, man, that I was way too young to be doing. I jumped into it way too soon. But my point was, when I finally got done, when I went to go work for Enterprise, it was such a breeze. So if you was this fresh out of college, never really worked kid, and you go to Enterprise and you start working and you got to wash cars in a suit, and tie, shirt and tie, and you got to be professional. Man, I had worked as a server. I had worked third shift stocking for Target. I'm working fast food. I was a bank teller. I was doing everything, Celie. I was a prime time teller at the Metro Center AM South.
Well, you were like,
I get out of school. I would leave school. I leave Jack State, and I go to work at AM South. And I put in I think the prime time you getting paid 16 an hour, working 25 hours a week. It wasn't like I had to work. But here was my point though. Man, enterprise was so easy. I said, wait a minute, you mean tell me I'm gonna make more money than I done made at either one of these jobs, and I just get to rent cars? I dress up, be clean every day. Man, I'm finna dominate everybody. So anybody will tell you between the year of 2005 when Hurricane Katrina hit to 2008, just ask them who Ken Clark was at Enterprise. I literally started in Brandon, and I went from I was an assistant manager in 7 months, and I was the branch manager at the Brandon office in another 6 months. So in 13 months, I started at Enterprise, became the branch manager literally in 13 months. And I ran that office for a year, and then I got promoted to the Jackson Airport, where I ran that office for a year. And then my divorce, I had a bad separation with my ex-wife and everything, and then just kind of took a toll. And we had my personal life started spilling over to work and all that type of stuff, man. And then it just went downhill from there for me. So, but my point is, that's why the work came so easy. That's why I grinded so hard, because I come through the trenches, man. Do you hear me? Mm-hmm. When I say Northside Drive, Metro Center, and all these old grimy, I'm talking about late night double crystal cheeseburgers. I'm just like, I don't want none of that. Listen to me. I don't want none of it, Celie.
Well, look here.
I don't want none of it.
Well, the fast food was, like I said, I watched my wife do that. But what I had, my two terrible college jobs were, I worked at a country club. I worked at Colonial Country Club, and I did everything from I did waited tables. I was a bus boy.
Yeah.
I was a caddy. Being a caddy is the only job where the better you are, the harder you work.
I'm working on that, Ronald, by the way. I ain't mean to cut you off. I got a story for Dave. TD will tell you. I'm telling y'all, man. I ain't mean to cut you off, TD, but you know what I realized? My life ain't about me.
All right, Marcus.
All right.
I don't carry the stuff I've gone through in my life as baggage. My life is not about me. I believe that. I believe that sometimes your purpose, when you get called in your purpose and you're used in a certain way, you can. I got a bag of stuff I can pull from, man. You understand what I'm saying? So I already, trust me, EA. I'm fully aware. Shout out to April, one of the best recruiters in all the game enterprise. Go ahead, Celie.
I tell you, that one job was, I worked at Toys R Us, and
it's true.
Yeah. Yeah, that crystal on 80 still be. You know, in fact, when I passed that crystal on 80,
we had to walk out and go, hey man, pull up, bro. All right, shut him bump. All right, Urban Bo. I call him shut up and bump. My bad. Go ahead.
CD froze. I think when you dropped the other person, somehow with him like he did with Zoe that time. Can you hear me, King?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
I don't know what just happened. There you go.
There we go.
Yeah, there you go.
I just end on this saying that working at Toys R Us, during Christmas time.
Yeah.
When them hot toys and items will be in, and they fighting over, and I remember I had a white lady ask, because she was trying to catch the truck, because she knew that the new things were coming in. And the white lady asked, she said, well, when the next truck coming? I knew when the next truck coming. She said, so when y'all gonna unload? I said, well, man, we unload the truck so as you get it. She said, well, can I help y'all unload the truck?
Wow. Did she help?
I couldn't let it back there. I couldn't let it back there, but I like we would come out the back with the stuff because that was one of my jobs. I unload the truck. We would come out and we wouldn't even be able to put the stuff on the shelves. TD. I remember when there was this space called Dressing Dazzle. That was the hot toy, Dressing Dazzle. And I would get the Dressing Dazzle, come in a big box. We bring the big box out. When I'd walk out the storeroom, mamas would unpack the big brown box. And by the time I had 2 steps out the storeroom, the mamas would have taken all of the Dressing Dazzle out. And all I would have would be the empty box. They would come in. I said, I'd never seen anything so crazy than working at Toys R Us. From right after Thanksgiving up until Christmas. I used to love to give the you know how they get an announcement that the store's about to close every night?
Yeah.
I used to love to give the December 24th announcement. I got Pete on the microphone and get that little whistle. I say, good evening. It is now December 24th at 8 p.m. If you ain't got it by now, you ain't getting it. The doors are closing. I suggest you get on the other side before I lock it.
Golly, silly.
Man, I got so many jobs at work, man, that's been, I forgot some of this stuff, man. It made me think about it. Some of that stuff I don't ever want to remember. J.C. Penney in the shoe department. Shout out to all them folk, man, that then worked over there in North Park. Yeah, man. But Enterprise changed everything because I was gonna go in the restaurant. This is the crazy part about it, C-Lee, because I was working in the fast food and restaurant industry. I had my ex was working at Sonic's, and her boss was like, he when he found out that I was managing in the fast food industry, he was a general manager. So he offered me I think he was a director or something like that. He offered me a GM role at Sonic's.
Mm-hmm.
So it was like, do you take this 32 or 34,000, whatever it was at the time, to be a GM at Sonic, stay in this fast food lane and keep going that way, or do you go to Enterprise? Yeah. And I was like, man, I can't. We had a conversation. I was like, man, I'm done, man. I want to put on the shirt and tie. I was appealed to the fact that I get to go rent cars and be clean. I ain't got to smell like the kitchen. Come home smelling like Nacho Bel Grande and all that old good stuff, or go home smelling like Crystal's meat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, I'm gonna go this route, and that literally changed the course of my whole entire life. I'm glad I didn't go. And no knock to the restaurant industry because it's a lot of money in
people don't, like you said, people don't know how competitive they actually steal employees. So when you tell that story, like my wife would get stolen from different man, because what managers do is they go to other stores and check out the competition.
That's true.
And they would steal every time she went to another restaurant. It was because she was stolen from another restaurant. And the pay, people don't understand. When you get in a certain level of management with fast food, the pay is good, but you're gonna work for it. You're gonna earn everything.
Well, then if you're in leadership, man, the turnover is so. It can be a bit challenging, you know what I'm saying? Especially when you're trying to Chick-fil-A they got a recipe for success right now, man. They always be fully loaded, you know what I mean? Maybe because they closed on Sundays. They got a good strategy. I don't know.
Sister LaDon, if he worked at Toys R Us, I worked at Toys R Us from 90 to 93. I was at Toys R Us from 90 to 93. So was he there from 90 to 93? And look at LaDon is gonna know something I'm gonna say. So Ken, Toys R Us got this thing called working an iron, right? Working an iron. And I remember the first time they came to me, they said, hey, are you working an iron today? And I remember I said, well, I ironed before I came in. I don't working an iron. And I don't know what you mean, working an iron. And an iron, it Toys R Us mean you work from open to close.
Mm.
Now, from the regular time, that's fine. But from Thanksgiving because what people don't know about Toys R Us is actually Toys R Us don't slow down at Christmas. because what true shoppers know is that Toys R Us does inventory in February. So actually, our second busiest day, TD, is the day after Christmas. Because we dealing with returns and we dealing with people getting everything on deals. So
that's
Toys
what
R Us
my
is
dad do to this day. So that's why my dad always be like, "I'm gonna get you a gift after Christmas." Huh?
Yeah. Oh,
right.
Look, look. In fact, Ken,
if you let me
Ken,
get it after Christmas, you get a little extra.
I'm gonna tell you, Ken. I used to hate people like your dad. I used to hate people like your dad coming in on December 26. I used to be so mad at them people, man.
Hey, my dad is the most financially efficient man I've ever come in contact with. I just leave it at that. And my family, they know what I'm talking about. I ain't never seen a person. My dad used to shop out the buggy in the back of the grocery store that had the cans with the dents in them, and he gonna get the meat that's got 3 days before it's dead. Hey, you got 2 days to eat it. He like, don't worry about it. We're gonna eat all this up.
Hey,
oh man,
one of my part-time jobs was Kroger. So I worked at Kroger. So I feel you, Dad.
I worked at Kroger too. That was my first job. I was a buggy. I was a bagger.
Look, I worked at that Kroger in Clinton when they had the carry-out policy, brother TD. And I used to love the carry-out policy because the white people would tip, right? And so let me tell you, we had this old mean, evil, short white lady. Like she was the most evil and short white person I'd ever met in my life. And so because we was getting tips, this is what she gonna do. She gonna put a sign up. I still remember that sign. She put a sign up, and the sign said, "Attention customers. The carryout policy is a policy of Kroger and not of the employees. Therefore, you are not obligated to tip." So then all the other guys got scared to accept tips. So I went out there with this white guy, and he said, "Can I tip you?" I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "Well, the sign said." I said, No. I said, "Read the sign. The sign said you're not obligated to tip. The sign don't say you can't tip."
Right with it.
And LaDon will probably know. So people don't remember there were actually 2 Toys R Us in the city. Well, the original one's the one on 80. The one they built after that was the one out there right across from North Park Mall.
Kind of lie.
I actually helped build the inside of that one. In fact, they gave us time and a half if we would go over and put up the shelves. So that Toys R Us on County Line Road, I helped build all the shelves and the T-Rex and the warehouse. I actually helped build that Toys R Us from the ground up.
Wow.
Dang.
So when you talk about terrible part-time jobs.
Wait, what? He said somebody robbed a Taco Bell on Northside Drive in a wheelchair one night. Damn.
Hey, brother Seeley.
Yeah.
That policy of getting tips or whatever. I worked for Kroger for 7 years.
Oh wow.
Started in high school. That was a blessing. And then there was some folks hating. They started like cracking down on that too.
Yeah. I said that ain't y'all policy. I said, man, and look here. When I would get my tip, that little mean white lady would be standing there, so Kroger had the little door where you could push the buggies through, right? So you how short and mean this lady is. This woman, kid, she could walk through the buggy door without bending over. That's how short she was. Her little mean short self. And so what she would do is, because she was such a mean little snitching little something, she would walk out through the little buggy door to see who was taking tips. I ain't even hide my tips. I'd walk by a counter. 5, 10, 15. In fact, I'm gonna call her name. I'll be like 5, 10, 15. Hey, Miss Ada, how you doing today? 20, 25.
Hey man, I worked at Kroger for literally for 1 year. I was doing the same thing, man. Buggies, pushing buggies, bagging groceries, walking folks out to their cars. That was my first ever job, man.
And you know how I ended up leaving Kroger?
No, that wasn't my first job. That was my first job. Well, it was second job. I worked at.
You know how I ended up leaving Kroger? And brother, Austin, you made like this. So sometimes when the scanners didn't work, you'd have to go get a price check. Mm-hmm. All right. So you have to understand, man. I was in college, so I wasn't no shopper. So I did not know that when something was on sale. So let's say Breyer's ice cream was on sale.
Mm-hmm.
I just assumed all of the Breyers was on sale. That it'd be like certain flavors.
Just a black walnut.
Yeah, see, I didn't know that, so I had to go get it. I had to go get a price check.
Damn,
So and let me paint the thing for you. It's a Saturday at 3:00 on Kroger. So in Kroger, so it's packed, right? So they said, I need a price check. So I run around and said, what you want? I said, Breyer's ice cream. So I run around and see Breyer's. Let's go. Breyer's on sale. I get the sale. I go back. I get a later price check. I'm bagging some more groceries. I hear, Celie come to the dairy. I'm like, what the hell going on? So they pay me. So remember now, it's 3:00 Kroger. 3:00 in Kroger on a Saturday. Packed. You know how like you turn the aisle and the ice cream is way down on the other end of the aisle? Remember that little mean white woman? She just started screaming at the top of her voice. Can you read? Can you read? 3:00. It's packed. Now you ever had something happen to you where you thinking, is this happening to me? Is this really? Like, is this what's? And so I'm walking toward this little short white woman who's yelling at me like I'm 20. Like I'm 20-year-old just out of Clarksdale, Mississippi, Celie. Like I'm looking for a white person to hurt. And she is yelling. Can you read? Can you? So as I get up on her, I'm done. It's like I'm trying to like put this together. And the only thing was there was this old black man standing there. And that old black man had a look on his face like, oh, don't choke her, young buck. Don't choke her. And she kept saying, she said, can you? And I got up to her and I got almost, and I guess it looked like I was going to choke. And I said, don't you ever, as long as you white and as long as I'm black, don't you ever in your life talk to me like that again. Don't you ever raise your voice at me like that again. Because I promise you, the police gonna come get one of us. And at that point, that little short white woman realized, like, oh, I am a short little white woman, and ducked around. And when I turned, the old black man was looking like, thank you for not choking us, Sonny. Thank you for not. That was my last day at Kroger.
Oh my goodness.
Hey, well, I need to throw mine out there, man. I worked at Jenny Jung in Madison. That was my first job, man.
I was at the Kroger in Madison, so I know about that Jenny Jung. That was the one grocery store that was in Madison.
But before anything else, before Riesling, man, that grocery store made so much money.
Madison was a post office, Jitney Jungle, McDonald's, Chevron.
Whitney wasn't even there.
It was in a high school.
Look, man, look. Hey, Celie, and then they didn't come out here it rained. Out the bag, boy. Look, man, hey, those cash registers make so much money. The registers tell them to take it up to the window. They make that much money and say, your drawer is too full. Take it, Yeah, man. That's I worked there for 5 years.
And other than that, I probably would, because at that time I was working at both Toys R Us and Kroger. Because I would work at Kroger and I was in college. I worked at Kroger from like 4 to 11, and then I would go work at Toys R Us from like midnight to about 7, and go to class at 8:00, and be in class at 8:00. So I was working at Kroger and Toys R Us at the same time.
Hey, Jitney Jungle was like TD. That was when gas was 79 cents.
79. Hey, I worked at Pump Station. Yeah,
I hate to bust y'all bubble, but the Jitney Jungle with the best deli was on Ellis Ave.
That's true.
The Jitney with the best deli. They had the best breakfast. They had the best lunch.
Let me say this. All right, let me see. This was the year, so I had sat out a year. So when I got done with JUCO, I played. We won state in basketball. I was supposed to go to Mississippi College. I sat out a year before I went to Jackson State. I worked at AmSouth as a teller. I was at the one on Meadowbrook. Now I'm saying that for this reason. I was there for a year. Man, ain't nobody had no better deli than Piggly Wiggly, man.
Oh yeah, you're right about that.
Piggly Wiggly at Meadowbrook. Come on, man.
Yeah. They did have a nice year.
They still holding it down. I need to go. Next time I go hard, you need to go in the deli and just buy something just for the heck of it.
Well, look here. Since you talking about Meadowbrook, tell you something real weird. Me and my wife used to do when we first started dating. The chili cheese nachos and pink Gatorade at the movie theater in Meadowbrook was so good.
Oh, Cinema 6?
Yep. We were gonna get the chili cheese nachos and pink lemonade and not even go to the movies.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Hey, I remember going to Cinema 6 Meadowbrook Mall. We went twice to go watch Friday.
Yep.
That was the funniest movie I'd ever seen in my life. And it was so good that all of my friends, all of us, we went back into the movie theater and watched it a second time. Now I don't know if we paid the second time, but I know we went back in there. We watched it twice. I'm just telling you.
I think Boys in the Hood the last time I saw in there.
But that was when the movie theater, we had the arcade. We'd go to the movie theater and just play Street Fighter and stuff like that.
Yeah. I'll tell you this, that Meadowbrook, I went to show you how old I am. We went to the Meadowbrook 1986. No, her name was her name was Ashley. We called her Miss Ashley. A little short white lady named Miss Ashley. I was at that Meadowbrook Cinema 6. The night that the movie theater, the ticket went from $5 to $5.50. I never forget, because it was summer 1986. We were going to see Under the Cherry Moon, Prince's movie, Under the Cherry Moon. And when we got there, and this is when I realized how wonderful Black people are. Because everybody who was there was, teenage to college age, right? High school, college age. Nobody knew that the movie theater had gone up 50 cents. So even if you with your date, you may be there with a solid 10, right? You ain't got $11. I tell you what Black people started doing, I'll never forget this. People started passing 50 cents up and down the road, giving people that 50 cents for people, because didn't nobody know that the movie was $5.50. It had always been just $5. And I just remember that night seeing Black people just give other people 50 cents that they did not know. And I was like, you can't tell me nothing about Black people. I mean, I know that's a minimal thing, but that just always stuck out to me as a wonderful moment of being with my people, of being in my community.
Man, that's
and then, of course, unfortunately, a lot of people didn't like the movie, so one brother hollered back, they would give me my damn 50 cents back for this terrible ass movie.
I die in your arms.
Man.
So it's 12:30.
Yeah,
so
I'm about to call it a night.
I'm gonna let y'all go. So I'm gonna say, LaDon, we got to figure out them Toys R Us memories and see when you was there.
I never went back. Dang. He said, I got 60 hours one week at Piggly Wiggly one summer. Miss Russian co-owner told me, don't your ass ever get that many. Hey, that was a good check right there, baby.
What? With that 425.
Hey, Ken, Jeremiah was clocking in and sleeping in the storeroom. He wasn't going home.
Right. Wasn't clocking out for break.
He wasn't coming out the clock for nothing.
Yes, indeed, man. Well, y'all appreciate it. It was a good one tonight, man. We'll be back on Friday night, man. Guess what? Yesterday, once again, want to shout out my beautiful daughter, Michaela. Yesterday was her birthday. She turned 19 years old. And on Friday is my beautiful daughter, Harper. She turned 7 on Friday.
Awesome.
So, yeah, I got oldest going on.
You was getting frisky at the same time of the year every year. Huh?
Hey, I think I might have hit the target on the same day, same time. Hey, it might have been the exact same day. The only difference was it was a different woman. And after that,
Titty, they were like, hey, about this time of the year, guys and women from Ken Clark, though.
I'm saying, man, listen. They let you know, hey, if you hit it twice, if you hit the same target twice, they let you know your aim is good. You hear me?
You doing
it? Let me get off this screen before I say the wrong thing.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Later.
Appreciate it, everybody, man. Appreciate everybody, man. All right, y'all. Thank y'all for coming on tonight. Feel free to donate to the channel if you like. If not, we'll be back on Friday. Do it all over again. I love. Go Tigers, baby. Peace out.